What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another live, man. It has been a day, busy day, man. It's storming, but thankfully it's done calm down. Because I was like, dang, I might have to push my live back. But make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. Your girl Mickey Truth is live. And y'all already know what we got to kick this thing off. It won't be a Mickey Truth live if we don't take it where it needs to go. What it do, Ned? Yo, Hookah. What it do?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Truth Team? As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. Yeah, y'all, we about to get into it. Yeah, shout out to Hookah Anonymous, man. He gonna have to pull up on me. We're gonna have to do a joint live again. So, man. Finesse2Tymes. I just want to pose a quick. You know what? Let me start this thing off right. Let me put up my poll now, because I want to hear from y'all. Because y'all know we got to start where we start and work our way on up. I want to hear what people got to say. Let me see what I'm gonna say. Do you think 2Tymes? I'm gonna put 2Tymes snitched. Bam. Make sure y'all hit that poll. All right, listen. One thing I tell y'all all the time, okay? Certain things catch Mickey Truth attention, okay? Half the time, especially when it comes to snitching and stuff, I really don't care. It's not even I really don't care. I don't care. I'm a paperwork person. I love the art of research because I like putting a puzzle together, okay? So let me just start off by, I find interest in puzzles, okay? Riddles. I love to go find it, okay? And the only way in what I do that can happen is by people, guess what? Speaking on their situations. All right. So, just a little recap briefly, because as y'all know, it hasn't been about a week or two now. I don't even know, but it's been some days, okay? It was some documents put out, shared. I believe 1090 was the one who put them out for us to see, right? And then, like, allegedly the co-defendant in that particular case, John Gatewood, had actually put the paperwork out, right? Fast forward, it was like, some back and forth online about all this. However, it reached to Clubhouse. Shout out to the whole 100 ENT, Wet 100. He had John Gatewood come on the platform. Now, I did get a chance to, ask a couple of questions. But it was hard to kind of ask some questions if you don't really see the paperwork, right? Because, we couldn't get it at the time, right? So he's like, yo, I got it. I'm going to pull up. Him and Wack chopped it up. So, supposed to be headed in California, right? Now, again, I was like, okay, cool. Hell yeah. Trip to California. Now, I know y'all thinking that this live is about that. It ain't about that. That still, to my knowledge, is still going down. So this is not about the case that is around when Finesse would have been 15 years old. This ain't that. I tell y'all, Mickey Truth don't care about the snitching. It's the puzzle. All right. Now, couple things. Walk with me, okay? is this. If we go to my Instagram, no, I don't want to go there. Let me start with the audio first, and then. So as always, y'all, I am going to use somebody else's video. Shout out to Keep It G News. Keep It G pulls up on your girl all the time. I appreciate them. So I definitely want to show love to them. As always, y'all already know. Anytime I reference a video, I show the page, I subscribe, I like, and I put me a comment down there. So y'all make sure y'all go over to Keep It G News, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, all that good stuff, okay? Now, I'm not, for time purposes, because y'all know I get winded, and I'm long-winded at that, okay? And I got a lot, man, this is a puzzle that y'all will walk with me through to unfold, okay? I just want y'all to understand we going on the journey, okay? But shout out to Keep It G News. We're going to use his video to listen to Finesse2Tymes speak. This is after the fact of the paperwork and all the allegations. Here we go.
Shit real short and simple though, because I got some shit going on. Finna hit the streets, right? So look, if you ever been to a federal system, or if you know anybody that been to a federal system, a USP, a medium high, we got something called PSIs. They want 2 to 3 things. They want your PSI, they want your docket, and they want your transcripts from your current case. I just did 5 years and I ain't never been no PC. I done had paperwork parties. That's my first point. And your PSI, what your PSI do, to break it down to people who don't know, it's called a pre-sentencing report. Pre-sentencing investigation, one of them. And what the PSI tell is every charge you ever caught. Every charge you ever caught since you've been a juvenile. It tells if you have made a statement, if you cooperated on this.
All right. So if y'all was with me on this live when we actually played it, right? I said, you had me, Finesse, up until that moment. And for those who didn't catch it, I'm going to take it back for a minute. This is our exhibit A to what piqued my interest, that it's a puzzle at hand. What it do, givers and takers?
Every charge you ever caught since you've been a juvenile, it tells if you have made a statement, if you cooperated on this specific case.
That caught my interest. Now, he does kind of clean it up. Just wanted to let y'all know that's exhibit A, what had me kind of listen in more. Let's finish it out.
Or whatnot. Now, past it, because I ain't finna be breaking it down too much either. Because real street niggas, real gangsters, and time will tell, y'all will see so many motherfuckers gonna keep on fucking with me. So many motherfuckers gonna, because they know, they the streets, like real street niggas, real gangsters, real street niggas, real gangsters, they know what's going on. So,
all right, this is another thing that piqued my interest, right? For one, the allegation was on a juvenile case per se at the time that, we was thinking a juvenile case. So my thing was this: why are you talking about a federal case, right? And I'm still kind of like, why is he talking about a federal case? But I wrote along with it. Then that part just now, he said, they know what's going on. What you mean they know what's going on? Because I mean, where I'm from, and I ain't talking about on the internet, just in real life, I mean, you supposed to provide whatever it is, right? You supposed to show this is what it is. You don't say somebody gonna see because they know what's going on. People want to know what you mean. So I'm like, so maybe he provided his work to the people who need to see, which is cool, Hey, that's not the internet, whatever. So, but it's still, the seed has been planted at this point. So we're gonna finish this out and we're gonna keep going.
I ain't got to do too much explaining. Second, and I'm done after this, because I don't really entertain too much shit. Y'all know that. Secondly, you cannot That little shit I seen was, they said from 2008. Y'all didn't do y'all homework. So you niggas ain't smart enough. You know why? So you niggas ain't smart enough. You can't.
Pause. So, Exhibit B. You ninjas ain't smart enough. That little, he starts saying that little paper you can't, you can't this, you can't go get it and all that. I'm like, what you mean? So are you saying you doing a smoke screen? Like, that's how I was looking at it. What you mean ain't smart enough? What is it that a dumbfounded person is not seeing that a smart person could see? Right? This is how my brain is working. We're gonna keep going.
Go get no paperwork from when a nigga was a juvenile. Do you know how many niggas told on me as a juvenile that I can't go get the paperwork to prove it? I can't pay for it. I can't look it up. If it's a case, any case number, any case docket can be looked up. Go look it up. Go find it yourself.
Go look it up. Go find it yourself. So in that moment, I knew Finesse2Tymes ain't coughing up no paperwork. Now, could I say I felt like it was something? No, but I definitely felt like a puzzle was on the way, right? But I just was like, I don't know if it's worth my time, right? But let's keep going.
That's all I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's true, go look it up. Go pay for it. Go read up on it, and then get back at me.
Now I'm gonna talk about Finesse2Tymes first. One of the
Shout out to Keep It G News, man. Y'all go subscribe over there. So the next thing that came across my mind, right? Hold on. Who sent me messages while I'm on live? That'd be so irritating. Hold on, let me see. All right, let me see. Oh, okay. I was like, look, I thought it was a shout out to my peoples, man. I forgot what his name is on YouTube, but he know who I'm talking about. I think it's Mastermind. All right, so here we are. The seed was planted, but this was the kicker. This was it. In this moment, I knew, Mickey Truth, we got action. Exhibit C. The legendary document. Now, this came the day after, matter of fact, last Saturday. Why do I remember that? Because when the interview with John Gatewood on Clubhouse happened, I was on Triple Threat Friday. So shout out to music, shout out to Iceberg. So that's how I remember it. Oh, it's cool givers to take. Look, I get sidetracked. So when I saw the notification, I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, what's this? But anyway, so I'm like, so he posted this on his story. And y'all see it's at 4 minutes. I caught it as soon as it went up. And I'm looking at it and I said, why are you still talking about this Fed case? Right? And I even said someone might need to tell Finesse that this document is only referring to his federal case, not any previous cases. It's starting to get a little shaky on the storyline now. So that's when my interest got in it. Because I'm like, something's not going right. Okay. Now, another thing that stood out to me, because if y'all was on my live, I was thinking like, yo, his face is circle on this. This ain't, I'm like, I don't know. So if y'all can see at the bottom, it says 28 people shot, 5 battery charges, 2 guns. I've been through worse. Quit playing. I'm like, I'm like, I could have sworn your Fed case was just a gun charge. Like, what is all this other stuff coming from? So now I'm interested. Now, I still was like, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna check out the paperwork that John Gotti bring into Cali for WAC. I'm gonna enjoy my little vacation. You get what I'm saying? What it do, Big Stepper? Until shout out to Music 101 again. I sent Music on 101 a message, and I said, yo, go look at what Finesse2Tymes just posted. He said, I don't see nothing. Hold on. What you mean you don't see nothing? This document was deleted. So now I'm like, what in the world is going on? Okay. Let me see what Ned said. Ned said, oh boy, that Fed joint is in the game. It's hard time. Felt like I did the bits too with my son. They definitely want your paperwork when you up there in the feds or else. Yeah, I've heard that. Can't wait till y'all hit the podcast for sure. Big Stepper said he didn't get charged for that. He didn't shoot 28 people. Some people shot at. See, Big Stepper's jump. Follow the storyline, Big Stepper, because obviously you don't know what I know yet. All right, so I'm like, all right, cool. So you see the date on the paperwork. I mean, it's kind of blurry, but it's a March 5th, 2018. You know what I'm saying? His plea agreement amendment. Addendum, not amendment, addendum. Now, I did go look for this document just to verify it was true, right? And guess what? It is. But as it says, under seal, meaning we can't pull it on paper. But that really wasn't important because, again, as he highlighted on this document, no corroboration, right? But again, like I said, that's for this case. But I'm like, you relying too heavily on this case. I keep hearing fed. For those who were with me when I did the interview with the promoter in the Nashville, was it Nashville? It was Knoxville, Tennessee, when the shooting happened at the Finesse concert. Right? Remember, I pulled this Fed case then, but not like that. But I pulled this plea agreement. So I'm like, I know ain't nothing on, with plea agreement. But why? Why are you still referring to this Fed case so deep, right? It was like this eerie feeling, like why? Like, when you say something so much, that's what stands out to people, right? Now, fast forward since the time I did the Finesse situation, right? I will say this. I cover a couple cases. And y'all know one in particular kind of stood out to me. I ain't going to go into saying the name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So I started feeling like there's a little tap dance going on. But why? Right? Why? So, I just lost train of thought. What was I about to do? I was on YouTube. What was I about to pull up on YouTube? Oh, okay. Now I got it. So y'all know, shout out to everybody on the Truth team that rock with me, okay? Because y'all send me links, and y'all know I don't never watch them. But somebody sent me a link, and personally, I definitely felt like it was clickbait, and I wasn't gonna watch it. But then I got that same link again, and they're like, "No, Mickey, you need to watch it." I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to watch it, right? So hold on, I'm trying to find it. Let me find it. Dang it. Did I not save it? What is that video? You know what? I remember who video it was. All right, hold on. I'm not going to play the video. I just want to, y'all know I give credit, where is that? Dang, did they take the video now? If I can find the video. Because I'm not even seeing the video. That's weird. No, here you go. Okay. Somebody said, dang, that's weird. Hold on, let me make sure it's not playing. Because I'm doing more so this for y'all to see what piqued my interest. All right. So the first person that sent me this video, like I said, I wasn't interested in it because I saw where it came from. And no, No shade. Y'all just know I don't do the paperwork from other people. Right? So I kind of ignored it. The second person that sent it to me was like, yeah, you should check it out. So this is the video that was sent to me from ONN. Shout out to ONN TV platform. You know, they do what they do over there. You get what I'm saying? But the second person sent it to me like, nah, it's real paperwork in there. Like, and I said, like, real paperwork? And they like, yo, Mickey, it's case numbers and all. And I said, oh, say less. So I skipped through a little bit to find paperwork. And then I'm like, oh, it's a case number, a document number, and a date. Now, y'all see the title. This at breaking news, Finesse2Tymes snitched on Moneybag Yo allegedly. That's why I said to me it was like a clickbait thing. But again, I ain't care about that, right? I just like the fact that it's actually a case number and everything to look into, right? So hold on, let me log in the paper. Because of course I've done all this already. But y'all know, truth team, I like for y'all to see what's going on. So I'm going to do it again. What's the case number again? 417. So bear with me just a moment. Like, I'm doing this in real time. I'll show y'all my screen in just one moment. CR00172. What it do, Jamal? Alright. So, y'all see, it's purple, meaning I done clicked it already. So, now I'm like, this is the gun case. I'm like, you know, what's going like, why is this like going back to that? You know what I'm saying? It's a gun case. But like I told y'all, every Fed case, whether you got a co-defendant or not, it's going to have a master account and then it's going to have the defendant account. Now, what some of y'all may not know, which I technically didn't know originally. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think I found out a couple months ago, but I didn't know originally. Not Moneybag Yo. Shout out to Moneybag Yo. Finesse2Tymes had a co-defendant. So now that I'm back, I'm like, yo, let me click on the master account. So let me pull up the master account. All right. So like I said, the master account gonna show everything, right? It's gonna show everything. All of that. Okay. Now, in this particular case, remember where I got it said document 40. So when I got on here, I'm like, all right, let me go down and see what document 40 looked like. Oh, it's a transcript. And y'all see August 11, 2017. It's purple. So y'all know, oh, my bad. Y'all not even looking at my screen. It's purple. So y'all know I already bought it, right? And basically, this is a bond hearing. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's check it out. So let me go back. I gotta pull it up. I suck at these titles. All right. Now, one thing for sure is, again, I reference everything. So if we go back to the video that originally I got it from, right? It says it's 78 pages. And it's document 40 filed on that date. So if we go here, case number, document 40, file, page 1 to 78. Now, of course, I don't know what really they were doing on the video. Again, I ain't listened to it. I just grabbed the case number. So I ain't really care about the Moneybag Yo thing. Because personally, to me, I felt like if that was really the case, it wouldn't have been now. You know what I'm saying? We would have been on about that. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't care about the Moneybag Yo thing. Hold on, y'all. My phone going to pop out. So now I'm interested. So y'all know me and my attention span. So I'm just looking like, okay. bond hearing. Like, who all here? You know, just scrolling through. It gives the witnesses for the government, witnesses for the defendant. So I'll tell y'all right now, this is Finesse2Tymes baby mama. So we're not really gonna focus in on what she was saying. I was more so, who is this Warren Newman person, right? Now, the exhibits are not listed in here. They refer to them, but it's cool. You know, that's not really what we need. Now, y'all know what I do first and foremost. It's keywords I look for. Hold on, because I don't know if it's going to pop up. Okay, y'all know what time it is. And I already told y'all half the time, I don't even be needing nobody to give me nothing. Just give me the details of what I'm looking for or who it is, and I'll run with it from there. Sorry, hold on. Let's see. So the first word I looked up was witness, right? But then I'm like, that's gonna, that's gonna take me too long. So then I'm like, he wanted to be a witness on his own case, right? So then I'm like, statement. So I was like, all right, let's check out what the statements are. All right. So this first statement is just whoever Mazzotti is talking about, statements, okay? And it says here, starting at line 4, Your Honor, based upon the failure to appear, we believe Mr. Hampton is a risk of flight as well as assets believed to be available to him based upon his own statements under oath. And additionally, Your Honor, and primarily, he's a danger to the community and should be detained. Now, I'm like, all right, that don't really mean much of nothing, right? So I said, what's next? Then it says, the next time you see statement is the victim of the Forest City shooting gave a statement with respect to this investigation. Is that correct? Then the answer, she gave one to Forest City Police and she also interviewed by me. So now I'm like, okay, boom. I'm like, this must be the shooting of the girl in the car, right? So now I'm like, okay, that sound about right, but I never heard of nothing shady with that case, right? So I'm like, all right, we're gonna keep going. And again, I'm not gonna spend too much time. It's key things that we're gonna look at, but so I'm like, okay, they're still talking about the victim statement. Now next, right? If you look, so right here it says objection, Your Honor. There's no basis for that statement. So I'm like, okay. Then it said we moved straight. So I went up a little bit to see what was it. So here we go. The answer to the previous question was this. She advised me that she was attempting to pull into the club. She said she pulled in, and as they were leaving, she was blocked. She had blocked them in, so they started screaming at her. She got real upset and nervous trying to back up. She can be heard on the video telling them, I can't drive, I'm trying. Sometime during the video, she said that she got her vehicle, turned around, and tried to get out of there. She saw Ricky Hampton, side note, Finesse2Tymes, with the gun pointed at her. She said as soon as she turned, he fired, and a gunshot went through the rear window of her vehicle. Now, it then goes on to say the question is this. Will you go to government's Exhibit 3, please? Was there also a video posted that appears to be from Marina, Arkansas? So I'm like, all right. I done heard about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. That's not too much news there, per se. But this one kind of made me more interested, right? If you look at let's start at line 13. It says, okay, and behind the driver's seats, what does it appear who would have ready access to that if it's behind the driver's seat? Answer, Mr. Hampton would have readily accessed it. Mr. Gwynn couldn't get to it in the driver's seat, to that size weapon behind the seat. There were 2 other occupants of the vehicle. By Mr. Hampton's own statement, he says to ATL Birmingham, that gun didn't belong to that guy. Question. Okay, to the rear passenger? Answer. To the rear passenger, yeah. There was a young black male sitting in a rear passenger seat. The gun was right there in front of him. Mr. Hampton says that's not his gun. And the young black male also says that, man, I got in the car to ride from the motel to here, and that gun was there. Question. Okay. Answer. He goes, it was there when I got in the car. Question. And did Mr. Hampton also admit that he had just been relatively recently released from prison during his interview with ATF? So pause. Now at this point, at the bond hearing, now this is the bond hearing, it is saying on record that Ricky Hampton, aka Finesse2Tymes, was interviewed by ATL. Now, does that mean really a lot? Not really. Depends on how you look at it. But at least we know it's going to be some record of an interview. Now, will that interview show nothing was said besides I want my lawyer? Will that interview show there's going to be more? Now, what I will say, I was leaning towards it's going to be more because we have already uncovered he at least provided the gun didn't belong to the backseat driver. So that's at least something that's supposed to be on record. All right. Now, we're at 7. And I'm just going to read kind of straight through a little bit for a minute. Yes, I believe he stated he had got out of prison 10 months prior to this arrest. Question. And did he also admit that he was moving around with illegal firearms until some incident in Illinois? Answer. Yes. He said he would run around with illegal firearms until he had an incident with the police in Illinois. I'm still trying to track that down. So at this point, now, has he actually snitched on somebody? Not from what I'm reading, but he actually is talking in this interview as the paperwork says. Now, question. Okay, did he also make any statements with respect to his gang affiliation? Answer. He advised that he was a vice lord. In fact, Mr. Hampton has a large tattoo that says Ghost Knob on his back. And that is part of the Memphis Vice Lords. Pause. My mind was like, yo, why have I heard Vice Lords in Memphis before, right? I want to take y'all back to something real quick to refresh y'all memory because I actually had to do it myself. If y'all recall the original No Jumper post, right? When we did this on live, and I kept saying, yo, who is the guy, Ronald Terry? Like, what that got to do with Finesse2Tymes? And as y'all can see, his, I guess, obituary next to the paperwork, it ain't make sense. So y'all remember when we Googling, I'll do it right now too, just for those who wasn't on that live. And y'all see, this is why I'm good at what I do. Okay. Now, where is it? So, if y'all recall, when we looked up who this person was, yeah, y'all definitely hit the like button and make sure you share, tell a friend to pull up. I'm telling you, this is about to definitely get up there. We shaking up the internet tonight. All right, boom. So, when you look up this name, it says Vice Lord, gang chief killed in Memphis, sparking fears of violence statewide. And it said Ronald Terry, known as Big Pokey or Porky. Okay. Now, rest in peace to him, right? But what we're going to go to is what the news put out, not about his death per se, but about his previous history. Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Hold on, I'm trying to find the part. Dang it. How did I get to the link the last time? All right. 1 second. That ain't the right one. All right. Is it this one? Where is it? The right one. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Everything popping up about his Here we go. All right. All right. So what is going on? Give me a second, y'all. All right, there we go. All right. So according to Action News 5, gang leaders explain anatomy of the gang. And it says here, an accused Memphis gang leader is now facing 15 years in prison for shooting another vice lord. Ronald Terry changed his plea halfway through closing arguments today. But before Terry changed his plea, he took the witness stand and gave jurors a detailed look at the vice lord organization. I'm going to read a little bit more and then we're going to move past this. That was August the 10th, 1998, he says, remembering the day he was blessed into the Vice Lord's game. He says he moved up fast in the organization. Now, it further goes on to say he provided information on how the Vice Lords work. So, now it makes sense to, again, why that in particular was posted with it. What it do, Surreal? So now I'm like, all right, what does it all mean? So according to the news, again, this is according to the news, not according to Mickey Truth, Ronald Terry was a snitch. He told on his own organization, the Vice Lord. This paper is allegedly supposed to be of Finesse2Tymes, aka Ricky Hampton, who, according to his federal case, is a vice lord by his own admittance per his paperwork. So now it makes sense. That was something that didn't remember. I couldn't get it. Like what that mean? But now we know what it means. So that there too was another piece of the puzzle that now fits into why that makes sense. All right. So we're gonna get back to the document. All right. So let's keep going. Now, question. He was also it said he was also interviewed by LRPD. Is that right? Answer, he was. So that there confirms in this case that he kept referring to the Fed case, the Fed case, the Fed case. It is now stating he has been interviewed twice. The next one is question. And with respect to the firearms at issue here, what did he state with respect to the Draco that he's charged in the indictment with? Okay, now remember, Finesse2Tymes told us, Fed case, he did his time, this and that, this and that. That's what he said. He said, federal case, okay? What we know so far by his federal case, that he was interviewed twice. One, for sure, he provided a statement. We haven't got to a point so far, technically, that he told, okay? Now, we do have on record that he said it didn't belong to somebody in the car so far. Now, we further go down to line 24. He is now still speaking with authorities, and he says this. He told Little Rock investigators that he possessed it in Forest City. Okay, cool. You know, I was almost scared for a minute, right? Now, the next time in, as y'all can see, the yellow means that's the word I'm looking for. Question. And then he refers to our Draco, and we got an XD regarding that statement. Answer. Yes, that was his exact words during the interview. He goes, we didn't have our Draco at the club. When he's referring to the Little Rock shooting, he goes, we got the XD. We got the XD, and he got a 45. Said he bought the 45, and the 45 ain't in his name. I hope that's not how he talked. Because what in the world? I hope that's like abbreviators or something. I don't know. Okay. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So, next it says, line 8. Did he also make any statements with respect to an incident involving him attempting to fire a weapon at a club in the past? Answer. I'm going to quote Mr. Hampton's comment to the Little Rock PD, he said. So this is allegedly, I'm saying allegedly still, but it's in his Fed paperwork, is what he said to the Little Rock Police Department. It says, last time I tried to fire a weapon, bro, this is what happened at the club. My manager slapped it out my hand. They got on my ass. They were like, you can't be seen with no fucking gun, bro. You can't be seen. And ever since then, that's what made me go hire security. I can't sit here and lie to you all like that. I want to move around with guns on my entourage at first. Question. And did he also make any statements with respect to his use of drugs? Answer. He said, when I buy drugs, I buy them to smoke. I don't sell drugs. Question. Okay. Now they're calling in Government Exhibit 5. Let me see what it is before I move past. I'm gonna keep going a little bit more because I'm really not sure if we're gonna miss something on this part. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. We having a Mickey True Queen of Paperwork party, and ain't no paperwork party like a Queen of Paperwork party, okay? All right. So here you go. Question. I'm at line 9. And can you describe what the government's Exhibit 5? And then say, can I stand up? It goes, okay, so they're talking about the weapons. So the witness says, this is at line 13. All right, this is the recovered RAS 47, 7.62 by .39 caliber AK-47 style pistol that we recovered behind the driver's seat of the E500 Mercedes. Line 16. Your Honor, at this time, I will move to omit Government's Exhibit 5. So this Mazzotti, that's the state or the prosecutor right there. No objection, boom, they admitted it, whatever. Now here, line 21. Just for purposes of brevity, are the pretrial services report under consideration with Ms. Librand's comment noted? And the court says yes. What did Duque? All right, here we go. Now here we go. If we go to line 2, all right, and you're aware that Mr. Hampton has a couple of convictions for aggravated robbery from 2010. So I'm gonna pause right there real quick. Oh, well, before the answer is he has 2 convictions for aggravated robbery. Now I'm gonna take y'all back to the paperwork, okay? Yes, it's definitely on him because again, sometimes you just got to let things just sizzle out. All right, hold on. So, if we go back to said paperwork, okay, that was presented and no jumper shared it or whatever. It talks about 2 robberies, right? This is one and there's another sheet for another one. I'm not going to go all through that again because I already have a live up. But y'all remember, we were able to find 2 cases for Finesse2Tymes, a.k.a. Ricky Hampton, with the dates that is on this paper, right? However, he didn't get his time, okay, until 2010. That's important. Why is that important? Because that is now matching up with what his federal paperwork is stating. He was convicted in 2010. Now, I'm going to show y'all something that y'all may not know that you are able to do. Now, I will say this, not in all, okay? Not all places you can do this, okay? But some you can, okay? And give me a second to go there real quick. I hadn't forgot I was going to do this one, so y'all give me a second. To find what I need to find. This ain't it. Oh, here we go. Bam. I knew I was gonna get there. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling it up. All right. If y'all have been wondering, Mickey, where have you been getting the mugshot of Finesse2Tymes? Well, I'm waiting for it to come up. So, y'all, my area is storming, so I do apologize for the delay. All right, bam. Department of Corrections for Tennessee is where I found it at. And if you click on it, you will see Ricky Hampton. Verify the birthday, which is available through Google, right? Then if you go down right here, it shows the end date was August 18th, 2016. I was able to verify the time that was provided for this case was 8 years. He was sentenced in 2010, right? So I'm like, well, why the world? 8 years wouldn't have been up, but maybe it's some type of calculation, whatever. But nevertheless, bam, that's where we're at. So we go back to the paperwork. All right. Now, line 5. It says, can you tell the court what observations was made with respect to the defendant's interaction with Mr. Gwynn when they appeared for court? Mr. Gwynn is the co-defendant on this Fed case that we're seeing, that we're looking at, that Finesse2Tymes kept saying, y'all go find it. I did my time. Like, it's nothing, right? So it says at line 8, answer. When we were coming for the first appearance, Mr. Gwynn had went first. I was late getting Mr. Hampton here. The marshals were escorting Mr. Hampton through the hallway, and I was coming up with Mr. Gwynn. I'm not sure if that's how you say his name. As we get close to each other, Mr. Hampton got out of line and got up in his face and mumbled something to him. We immediately put him in the elevator, put Mr. Gwynn in the elevator, and as we were going up to the marshal's office, he's visibly upset. And I asked him what was wrong, and he said Mr. Hampton had put out a hit on him. And that this information was confirmed through intelligence from Memphis. Oh, wow. Didn't know that said that. So I do not know what the co-defendant did. But that is something. Oh, wow. All right. So let's keep going. That is something. Why would that be? I wonder. Why would that be, though? Why would it get to... All right, but let's keep on. So the next time it's mentioned, so the she that they're referring to now is the victim. Okay, so 24 question. You testified that she told you that as soon as she backed her car up and turned around, that's when the gunshots came. Answer, she said that's when Finesse2Tymes shot at her. So I started kind of getting like, well, on? Why is he only on there on a gun charge? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? It was weird to me, right? But anyway, we're gonna keep going. Line 5. I'm merely repeating what her statement was. I wasn't there. She said that she turned her car around and Finesse2Tymes shot at her. Question. So what was the timeline? And you interviewed this witness. This is not just you recounting from a report. What was the timeline between her backing her car up, turning around, and gunshots? Answer, she said as soon as she turned the car around, the gunshots happened. Now, let me go up some, because this is where it got kind of interesting for me, okay? This is where I'm going to need everybody to understand. When we talk about the word snitch over here on the Truth Team platform, which is an online internet platform, this is not street mentality, street life, thug life, no other type of life. This is internet on YouTube. We go by the Google verbiage of snitch, okay? And for those who may not be aware of what the Google version of snitch is, let me just show you real quick so that we can all be on the same page. All right. Again, I've said it so many times what I feel snitching is or whatever. So if you look here, snitch in verb form is steal, right? Second, it means inform on someone. And that's the definition that we go with, to inform on someone. Now, do I say if you inform on yourself? I wouldn't go that far, right? But I mean, you would be someone. But anyway, inform someone. A noun, verb, an informer. And example, they give you examples of this. An informer, they thought he was a plant or a snitch. So you were there to tell. Or she wouldn't tell who snitched on her. She wouldn't tell who snitched on me. Okay? So just so that we're on the same page, that's the definition we're going with. Okay? All right. Now, because I'm not going to get into the whole backstory of the gun in question, they are saying in this document that Mr. Gwynn actually legally purchased the gun. However, he did so for Finesse2Tymes, and that makes it illegal. Just, that's what they're talking about here, right? All right. So, if we get into what we want to talk about, right? So, let's start here. Number 23. It says, according to the FFL records, the gun was purchased by Mr. Kentrell Gwynn. Question, perfect, thank you. And you said that Mr. Hampton told you that that gun didn't belong to the back seat passenger when you stopped the car, right? That's in his statement. Question mark. Answer. Which gun are you referring to? We're talking about two different guns now. Question. The gun that was in the back seat when the car was stopped in Birmingham, Alabama. Answer. You're referring to the RAS 47, correct? Question. What they refer. Answer. Pistol. That's a lot. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Now, let's go down to line 16. It says, and Mr. Hampton said that the backseat passenger, that was not his gun, right? Answer. Told, yes. He said that wasn't his gun. Question. And he said it was Mr. Gwynn's gun, correct? Answer. Yes. Question. Okay. And in Mr. Hampton's statement, he doesn't state that he was arrested in Illinois. He states his brother was arrested in Illinois for weapons possession, right? Answer. I believe he said his crew or his entourage. I've never seen anything where he says his brother was arrested. Next question. Okay, but he does not indicate that he personally was arrested. He states that someone affiliated with him was arrested in Illinois and that he had to pay a bond to get them out. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I was kind of like, what they got to do with the cost of tea in China? But, I've never been in there to give a statement, so I don't know exactly the flow, right? So the answer. And then he also states that, didn't say the question. I'm asking you that question. They get a little snippy. So answer. Well, I'm trying to answer it for you. Give me just a second. He was arrested for marijuana. Question. What page? It says, what page of his statement are you on? Are you looking at the written statement? Answer. Excuse me. Question. Are you looking at the written statement? Answer. I'm looking at my notes. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. Question. Looking at the transcript. Answer. The transcript of what? Question. That's fine. I'll move forward. The transcript I was provided of his statement. Ooh, I've said statement about 6 times. Okay, but let's keep going. Line 20. Now, let's go to some of the arrests that you discussed in detail. As it relates to that, as it relates to you talked about a 2007 threatening phone call. So let's pause. 2007, right? Finesse2Tymes would have been what, 14 years old? So we're talking about 14-year-old Finesse2Tymes prior to said paperwork that John Gatewood is alleging that Finesse2Tymes told on. Okay, so this was when he was 14. It says, and that actually was never charged. That's a police report that involves Mr. Hampton, correct? Answer. I believe that was a 2016 harassing phone call from jail. So they corrected it. So this didn't happen when he was 14. I just wanted to point that out, because at first I was like, what? He was out there doing that? But anyway, so they get to talking about a girl. So question, I'm talking about the first call to a girl. Now they about to correct it again. Oh, the first one of 8 of 07? Is that the one you're referring to? So he was 14 after all. So again, y'all, I just wanted to throw that in there. You have to kind of read all the transcript, because sometimes they may say it at one point and then like get called on another point and correct it. Just a little free tip for those who look at transcripts. Okay. Now, question. Yes, he was never charged in that case. So I want to bring that up because it was a question that a lot of people always ask. Well, he probably was a civilian, not just him in particular, just period. He was a civilian. Y'all know y'all love to use that word civilian, or he wasn't in the streets, or he wasn't whatever, right? Y'all know I don't get into all the technicalities. It's either you told or you didn't tell. But anyway, so with this being said, Finesse2Tymes was getting in trouble prior to those robberies per his federal case. Okay, so I just want to put that foundation out there. Okay, now it's okay. I already read that. So then to answer, I just have the police report where it says, so it is a police report for this incident. It say, I'm going to get you, ho. You going to die. Yo, at 14 years old, Finesse2Tymes was threatening bitches out here. Like, I mean, straight up. Just saying. Okay. Next, my question is, have you reviewed an NCIC in this case? Answer yes. Question. Okay. So he's never charged. There's no charge for that in his NCIC. Then it says, well, all charges don't make it to NCIC, unfortunately, with police departments. Question. So you have no idea whether he was charged or not? Answer. I do not. I know there's a police report from Memphis that says that. Question. You didn't investigate whether he was charged? Answer. I haven't looked into that yet. I have the police report. Question. All right. So when did he was not charged in the mountain bike theft case either? You don't have any proof that he was charged, do you? Whether you investigated or not? Answer. Was a It kicked me out. I don't even know where it kicked me out at. I hope y'all heard it. All right, let's go here. So now, question. In fact, what we know is that he has only 2 prior felony convictions, and those are from 2008 for aggravated robbery, correct? So again, his federal case now has confirmed a couple things, at least with the information. Again, the paperwork is on its way to be delivered for this, but it is now stating 2 cases, 2008. That matches the paperwork. Now I'm not gonna say paperwork because we're not stepping the paperwork right now. The details match so far, right? I'm just gonna put that out there. And that was interesting. I'm like, okay. So let's keep going. Then it said correct, and one of them was involving question and the 2012 answer a shotgun. Question case where that was alleged to be a burglary. He was never prosecuted on that. Where his prints were found that you discussed, he was never prosecuted on that case. And that was his girlfriend's house. Answer. I don't think, what it do, Peter? I don't think the burglary was his girlfriend's house. Question. Okay, so is your belief that wasn't his girlfriend? Answer. I don't know all of his girlfriends. Question. That's accurate. Let's talk a little bit about Columbus, Georgia. Now, what I will say is that really don't have nothing to do with what I about to talk about. So I'm gonna kind of go past it. Feel free to go read it. But yeah. Now, let's go to the next time we see the word statement. Line 21. And in Mr. Hampton's statement, he doesn't state that he was arrested in Illinois. He states his brother was, hold on, did I just read that? Yeah, I just read that. Why is something backwards? My bad. Hold on. All right, let's do here. Does that take me? Yeah, that took me back. All right, so here we go. All right, so we are on line 6. I would ask the court to consider, uniquely in this case, Mr. Hampton is a rapper. As a result of that, I think this is obviously not a legal statement, but there is certainly a degree of puffery and image that is involved in that type of lifestyle. We see it routinely with different artists. When you hear the testimony where they're talking about prop guns, and Miss Reb says that the reason he's bringing, prop guns to show posters or different things is to present a certain image. Those are all things that the court has the ability to control under the appropriate conditions of release here. So basically, they're going to say some foolery because we know those allegedly are not prop guns, okay? So, now, to y'all, what do you think you got from everything I said? Like I said, at this point, we definitely can confirm based off the Fed case, Finesse2Tymes did give at least two interviews, okay? And in at least one of them, he definitely was at least engaging in conversation. Now, what I will say is this. At this point, I personally can't say he snitched, right? Because it's like he was talking, but I haven't heard him say that it was on somebody. Now, at this point, oh no, I take it back. Well, maybe I do. Do I? Let me pose this question to you. Technically, Finesse2Tymes told on his co-defendant at this point. Technically, right? He said that the gun was his. But is that really telling if the gun really was his? It was registered to him. He wasn't, I don't know. Y'all let me know. We're just getting started, though. Now that we went through the document that's floating around, because that is a document that's floating around, my spider senses got the tingling, because now I'm like, okay, what else is going on, right? So, here we go. I went back to Pacer. And I just start scrolling around. As y'all can see, anything purple is what I already clicked on, like the plea agreement, all that, right? So again, I already had looked at the plea agreement, so I'm like, something's just not right. Like something is off. Cause I'm like, why is it all this, you know, talk of interviews and stuff? Like, what is going on? So, and again, for time purposes, I mean, y'all see where I was. Y'all can feel free to go look back at it. If we look at document 4 on this case, okay, Big Stepper said that's not snitching. Hey, that's what we here for. I got you. Now, I just want y'all to take a look at something here. Writ of habeas corpus and prosecution, if that's how you say it, okay? So basically, this document is stating, we command that you surrender the body of Ricky L. Hampton, detained in St. Francis County Jail, Forest City, Arkansas, in your custody under safe and secure conduct to custody of the United States Marshal for the Eastern District of Arkansas. And the said marshal is directed to produce the body of the defendant before the court on July 18th, 2017 at 2 p.m. before the Honorable Jerome T. Kearney. And after the proceedings have concluded, that you return Ricky L. Hampton to St. Francis County Jail under safe and secure conduct. Okay? All right. Now, this is which one is this one? All right, hold on. Oh, give me a second. I'm clicking through my documents. Clicking through my documents. All right. So, let's put this up. This is document 35, which is before the transcript document, and it breaks down the name. So if you didn't know, this is who we're talking about. It says her name, Finesse2Tymes. Then it gives the co-defendant, and it says the charges. Now, here we go. Ricky L. Hampton, aka Finesse2Tymes, or Finesse2Tymes, different spelling, had previously been convicted as follows: Shelby County, aggravated robbery. It gives the case number. Shelby County, aggravated robbery. It gives the case number. I personally have went back and, you know what? For the purpose of this conversation, if we're gonna do it, let's just do it all the way. Hold on now. Let me bring up Shelby County real quick. Let me bring up Shelby County real quick. Alright. Hold on, what was the case number? 08-04177. 08-04177. 08-04177. 08-04177. It didn't pop up anything. Hold on. What is in the front of it? CR. Okay, let me do it that way. CR dash 08 and then dash. Let's see. Does it work this time? Nope, that didn't work that time either. So what am I doing wrong? I'm probably gonna have to do it by name. Yeah, let me do it by name. All right. That's weird though. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, like it always happened this way. Let me go to my advanced filters real quick. All All right, no, I'll do it this way. All right. So first, I want to do this. What is the guy name? Jonathan Gatewood. All right. So, y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? All right. So, if you pay attention, 08 0 hold on 08 04 177, and then the other one is 08 04 179. All right, y'all see that? Y'all ready? I don't think y'all ready. Let me see. Let me make sure y'all got the lights up. Let me see something. Cause I think people really be sleeping on you, girl. Y'all really think I be capping. I think that's what be going on. Y'all be thinking that I can't figure stuff out, right? Okay. Oh, y'all ready? All right, I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Let's get it. Bam. All right. So, if you took a look at the case number that we just had, it matches with this case number right there. 08041179 is indeed one of the case number listed on the federal document of Finesse2Tymes. See? 08041179. It matches. Now, does that mean he snitched on John Gatewood? Nah. But that at least means, guess what? They are actual co-defendants on this case, right? Tomato, tomato, right? Now, 08041177 is the other one. Now, if we go back over to Shelby County, and I don't know if y'all remember one of the other names on that paper, Lorenzo Howard is another name on that paper, right? Again, we just fact checking the document, right? That's what we're doing. So, if we take a look at that person, let's see if it pulls up. Let's look at this. All right. So 04179, 04177. Let's see if it matches. So 08041178 is that number. Now, what's interesting, I'm like, does that mean that ain't an accurate party? Or does it mean that possibly this could be one of the cases that they referred to in the transcripts that he wasn't actually charged with? What y'all thinking? Now, what I'm gonna do now is, because now I'm interested, right? I'm like, well, is any of the other people named on that document that we at this point don't know where it came from? We're just checking the info, right? Well, let's take a look. Let's go back and let's put in Gatewood. And let's just see. Does he have a case number that starts with that? 08041178. So, Mickey, what does this mean? Well, we now know that. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I'm tripping. I just caught something. 4177, 4177, 4179. 4177, 4179, and 4178. So, two of 3 of Jonathan Gatewood cases is identical case numbers to doggone Finesse2Tymes. The third case, Finesse2Tymes is not a co-defendant on it, but Lorenzo Howard is, who is also listed on the paper that's supposed to be a statement. Now, what's important to point out is one case in particular that has Finesse2Tymes' name associated with it per his federal case is this one. Let's pull it up. Aggravated robberies. February 6, 2008 is the date that it was charged. I came here for the affidavit. All right. So, this is actually the affidavit that I went over on Clubhouse with. Oh, my bad. Y'all can't see it. When I talked to John Gatewood. And I'm just going to point out this. It says here, the listed defendant, Gatewood, was developed as a suspect, and the victim was shown a photo spread where he positively identified Gatewood as one of the males that robbed him. So I would say this. Oh, let me keep going real quick. On 1/28/2008 is when this took place, right? It says, listen to this. Matthew Zick was walking home in the area of Waller and Hawthorne when he was approached by 4 males armed with a shotgun. Okay? With a shotgun. Do y'all recall hearing it in the federal transcripts when they referred to the shotgun during one of the crimes? So at this point, everything is starting to entangle into the Fed case. We at this point don't even need per se what was said because it's being broke down on the Fed case to match up with this document. So whether or not the document at this point is real or fake, how do you address the info matching up so well? That would be my question. How would you, that's crazy. But let's keep going. So that's all they have listed for him, case-wise. Count 3. All right. Let's keep going. What to do? I'll walk them down. We just breaking down this paperwork. It ain't a paperwork party if the queen of paperwork ain't there. Okay. All right. So this is what is this? Exhibit and witness list. All right. Club Envy, which is where it took place at. But yeah. Somebody definitely got a sealed transcript. What that is, I don't know. But somebody got a sealed transcript. They got social media posting. I don't know when they gonna learn about these social media posting, but nevertheless, let's keep going. And I had already bought all of these, so I'm just clicking through the ones I need. Which one is this? All right, let's share. All right, so this is the plea hearing, right? I don't know. Is this the one I need? Let's see. Let's see what he says at the plea. 25. You on the meds. Okay. All right. So the first few pages is always just a bunch of jargon. So hold on. They talk about the sentence. They're talking about the guidelines. Hey, you can't jump the line, Arthur. You got to look. We walking it down. By the end of my video, every YouTuber or blogger that runs this story can be able to explain it all the way through once I'm done. Okay. We ain't even got there yet to really the make or break of the situation. By the end of it, again, this ain't got really nothing to do with the case when he was 15. We're talking about solely on the federal charges, the federal case. You feel me? All right. Now, I know y'all probably saw that Mr. Hampton agrees to cooperate with probation throughout the sentencing process, including giving them all truthful answers. He agrees to forfeit certain firearms that were seized in connection with this offense, blah, blah, blah. Now, I will say this. I don't really know which way y'all want to go with that. I'm not going to hone in on that particular thing because I don't really know what that consists of. But, you know, to each his own on that part. I don't really think there's a lot in this one. The juice about to come in a minute. Oh, I will say this. Who is Mr. Givens? Okay, Ricky Hamilton. It's something. I'm looking for something in particular. I don't know if it's this one. It may be the other one. All right. So I will say this. At line 10, it does say, based upon information given by QT, which is the victim in this case, and independently corroborated as set out above, a warrant was issued out of St. Francis County for Mr. Hampton's arrest. Okay. And he was arrested at Side Effects Club in Birmingham, Alabama. Okay. Now, at this point, okay, it does say that agents searched the Mercedes in which Mr. Hampton had been traveling, and they recovered an AK style pistol just behind the driver's seat. Now it's going into what we just was reading in the transcripts again. What it do, music? Okay. All right. And again, it says that Hampton's bodyguard, who is the co-defendant, Kentrell Gwen, on May 26, 2017, just 29 days before the Forest City shooting. So Gwen did purchase the weapon, okay? Here we go. After he was arrested, Mr. Hampton was advised of his Miranda rights and provided a statement to ATF Special Agent Gabriel Brooks, stating that on the evening in question in Forest City parking lot, he upped the Draco. This is referring to the gun and raising the gun up. So at this point, they do state that Finesse2Tymes provided a statement to ATF saying that he upped the Draco. Again, he's just telling on himself. You get what I'm saying? So agents identified this Draco as the same weapon that they recovered during the arrest on July 2nd. Now, Mr. Hampton did deny shooting the Draco that evening. Hey, remember, a girl has identified him as being the person that shot her. But he just said, I ain't do it. You know, I upped it, but I ain't shooting nobody. Okay. Now, if we continue to go, it says also prior to the June 24th, 2017 incident, Mr. Hampton had been convicted of aggravated robbery in Tennessee, which is crime punishable by more than 1 year imprisonment. Boom. Then it said the court, that's not set out in the plea agreement. Here we go. The court. I know that he said there was a description of shooting a gun at QT and you denied that. So I'm not going to ask you if that's true. But other than the allegation that you shot the gun at QT, is the rest of that true? Okay. Now, it then says the only other thing that we will take issue with is the paragraph about social media posts. We're not admitting to other incidents of possession beyond what's at issue at the Forest City nightclub. Okay. Then it says, do you understand? Yeah. It says on the night of the court, meaning the judge is asking for Finesse2Tymes, on the night of the Forest City incident that evening, Did you have the gun in your hand? Defendant, yes, sir. Court, all right. And prior to that time, had you been convicted of aggravated robbery in Tennessee? Yes, sir. Do you think that covers all the elements? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, Your Honor. We would agree that the gun traveled across state lines, so I believe that covers everything. So, I mean, ain't really nothing, right? Like, I'm not seeing, what's going on. What's really, really going on, right? Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, so here we go. So then, again, Mr. Hampton, I mentioned there will be a pre-sentence report to assist in sentencing. Remember, he refers to that on that live. A probation officer will do an investigation and write the report. As part of that investigation, the probation officer will interview and ask you some questions. You have an obligation under your plea agreement to cooperate in that process and provide the requested information. Okay? You have the right to have Ms. Lindbred or whatever with you at any time the probation officer questions you. When the report is complete, a copy of it will be sent to Mrs. Lybrand, and she will get with you and give you a chance to read it. You should read it because it will have important bearing on your sentence, and you have the right to object to anything in the report that's inaccurate. If you see anything in that report, blase, 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 blase. All right, now let's keep going. Y'all thought that was it, ain't it? Y'all thought that was gonna solve the mystery y'all been waiting on. I know what y'all want to know. I know. But we gonna get there. We're almost there. Almost there. I just got to find the right paper, right? That's gonna take us where we need to go. No, hold on. Is this one it? It's a particular piece of info I need before we transition over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This is where things is about to get fun. If you look over here, and just for those that's wondering, this is document 73. I'm not gonna go into all of it because, you know, we about to get into the fun stuff. All right. So witness 3 stated the defendant still had his gun out in the hallway. The defendant is charged in Pulaski County Circuit Court, case 2017-3454, with being a felon in possession of a firearm on or about July 1st, 2017. So now I'm like, well, hold up. Is this all the same situation? Right? Because I'm like, what's going on? So I had to go back real quick. Just to verify I ain't like on a race. So on July 3rd, 2017, this complaint and affidavit was filed. All right. And again, the charge here is felony in possession of a firearm for Finesse2Tymes. And then his co-defendant is charged with the sale or transfer of a firearm to a prohibited person. So now I'm stated here. Oh, and then another charge that he didn't get charged with was the possession of firearm in the course of employment. Okay. Now, this is what stood out to me with this. I'm like, well, hold on. I keep hearing of a person getting shot, but I'm not seeing any charges of that. So I'm like, what's really going on with this case? Like, I was confused. Like, what are we doing? So I'm like, so what is Pulaski? I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right? So I'm like, well, let's go look at Pulaski. So hold on. Y'all pay attention to that number. So before I change the screen, I already changed the screen. Let me go back so y'all can see the number sign. Y'all can see I ain't capping. 2017, 34, 54. If you go to Pulaski, 34, 54. Y'all see something that stands out to y'all? Anybody? before I click it, do y'all see something that stands out to y'all? Y'all know y'all lame. Like, come on. What's different with this case? What do y'all see different with this case? Well, I'll tell you. This case pulls up, okay? State versus Cantrell Dominique Gwen. So I'm like, well, why the world did that case number pull up? You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. Well, let's see. At some point, it's gonna load. Bam, there we go. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just looking here, and I'm like, okay. And I'm just like, okay, well, there you go. He down here. So I'm like, but why didn't it just like pull up him? But nevertheless, he's on there. So now I'm looking at what's the charges, right? So now I see possession firearms by a certain person. Nope, negotiated guilty. Okay. Now I see for the co-defendant, aggravated assault. Oh, aggravated assault. Oh, aggravated assault. Aggravated assault. Aggravated assault. Aggravated. So now I'm like, you know, like what's going on? Like 10 counts of aggravated assault. But Finesse is charged with what? Possession of a firearm by a certain person. So I'm like, well, why the co-defendant got all these aggravated assaults? Like, was he throwing bowls? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he doing? So then I said, okay, well, let's pay attention. So I see here, violation 1 is guilty, right? The rest is no pross. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm looking and let's see like the paperwork. So I'm just looking like, all right, what we see, what's going on. I'm just scrolling through. I'm like, oh, okay. Bam. Okay. You know, because nothing has caught my eye yet, right? And I'm just looking. Then I see this, right? So I'm like, okay, order the transport detainee. And I'm like, well, what does this mean? Okay, so I'm like, let me click it and see what it means. So then I'm like, let me share it. Because remember, that stood out to me. I see it so much. So I'm like, okay, so what this is about? Okay. And remember, this kind of is the same verbiage as what we saw in the Fed case. So we do know at this point, this defendant was a federal prisoner, right? Going over for legal proceedings and all that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go back. Ah, shoot. My bad. I ain't meant to close out all the way. So now I'm like, all right, we're going to keep going. Okay. Another transport. Now, this is where things get interesting. Because I'm like, what the hell is a witness meeting? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's a witness meeting? So I look over and I said, okay. I see that name. So I'm like, what the word is this? I click it. Y'all ready for this? And I want to know y'all opinion. Because I was kind of just like, what is we on? Order for writ of habeas corpus ad testificandum. Or whatever that word is, okay? It says, this is addressed to the marshals of the West Tennessee Detention Center and to the sheriff of Pulaski County, Arkansas. We command you, the marshal of the West Tennessee Detention Center, to surrender Ricky Hampton, a federal prisoner who is being housed in a West Tennessee jail, to the sheriff of Pulaski County, and that said Pulaski County sheriff have the body of said Ricky Hampton, y'all ready? Under safe and secure conduct to attend a meeting In the above title case for which he is a witness scheduled for witness meeting on May 18th, 2018 at 9 a.m. and that said Ricky Hampton be returned to the custody of marshals of West Tennessee Detention Center of Mason, Tennessee. So I ask y'all again, how are you a witness on your case? Now, I want to point out something because y'all may be like, Mickey, that could have meant anything. That don't mean that, right? And then I'll probably say, oh, okay. Y'all always be with that, oh, that's not what it means. So I'm like, all right, let's go back. Now, I'll come down again. Literally, this was on April 19, 2018 was when this was entered. Now on April 24th, 2018, it says again, entry. May 18, 2018, Ricky Hampton for witness meeting. So I'm like, yo. So it wasn't an error, right? It wasn't an error. So again, I'm going to share it again. This is a whole different looking document. It says, witness meeting. Witness meeting, witness meeting, witness meeting. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I don't really know too many different meanings for witness. So I'm like, hold on, let me go back. I'm tripping, right? I'm tripping. All right. I want y'all to pay attention. I'm about to teach y'all something that I do teach in my paperwork understanding 101. Okay. I'm going to show y'all this again. This is a document for the co-defendant that's on his federal case. Pay attention to the wording. Writ of habeas, add then the PRO, because I'm not about to try to start it again. That's what that says. Do y'all know what that means? That means you're going to answer to something you're charged with. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right, so hold on, because this website is real funny, so I got to make sure I log out, okay? And it says it right there, too. That's what that is, right? So let's go back down to what we see Finesse2Tymes name. Right here. Let's click it again. Writ of habeas ad testificandum. Whole different word. So at this point, we can clarify that guess what? Ricky Hampton was not being called to answer for a charge. He was indeed going to provide information on this case as a witness. And I mean, don't argue with me, argue with Google or the law meaning or whatever. But y'all can, like, matter of fact, just for kicks and giggles at this point, because I know it's going to be somebody that's going to be like, that's not what that means, right? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google the first one first. Y'all quiet in the chat. I ain't seen nobody put no more eyes up, no nothing. All right. Now. Trying to find a good website to use for the definition. Well, what's better than just using, guess what? The U.S. Marshals. So, all right, let's see. All right, so here we go. Writ of habeas corpus. A writ of habeas corpus orders the custodian of an individual in custody to produce the individual before the court to make an inquiry concerning his or her detention to appear for prosecution. Y'all see this word? Add, then the P word that I can't say, or to appear to testify. Add testificandum. So again, this is on the U.S. Marshal Service. Okay? The definition of what these words mean. The P word means you're going to appear to be prosecuted. The T word, just like it looks, testify. You're going to testify. You're going to testify. So when I saw that, I said, are you shitting me? Right? Like, are you really shitting me right now? Let me show this again. This is my thing. If you knew this was in the cut, why speak on it to that extent? Because again, nobody really paid attention to the Fed case. Okay? Everybody was just wondering about your case when you were 15 to 18 when you finally got your time. But continuously to say Fed case, my Fed case, my Fed case, my Fed case, my Fed case. And to be honest, all the discrepancies was in the Fed case from the start. And nobody took heed to it. Now, I know some of y'all may be like, well, he had a paperwork partner. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that he did have a paperwork partner. However, you didn't snitch on your Fed case. Run that back, Mickey. I thought you said he had to testify. He did. Just not on his Fed case. Let me run it back for those who may let me see. What Finesse2Tymes say? He ain't smart enough. For those who may not be smart enough. Let's run it back. Ricky Hamilton, Finesse2Tymes, got charged with felony in possession of a firearm. The co-defendant on the case got charged with sale or transfer of a firearm to a prohibited person. Okay, the other one was dismissed. So, let's put this in perspective. This case is about a gun case. I just want to put in Arthur, really. Oh, it's coming out walking down. So, I just want to put this in perspective. On the federal case, that Finesse2Tymes got 60 months in the federal prison system was for felon in possession of a firearm. The only thing he provided on this case was that the gun in question belonged to his co-defendant. Now, some of y'all may be like, Mickey, that's snitching because he told. Well, you can't look at it like that. But in reality, the gun belonged, meaning by name, by right, by paperwork, to his bodyguard. It was indeed a registered gun to him. I'll leave that to y'all to decipher through about how y'all feel about that. However, the catch is this. Let's take a look back at the state case that's listed on the federal case. Okay, mind you, we got here because of the federal case. And I made it my business to go to the federal case and work backwards. So like the federal case that Finesse2Tymes has been telling everybody to go look at, that he's verified, certified as far as paperwork now, because, according to his paperwork, he put hits and shit on people. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, according to the paperwork, okay, this says that this case is tied in at the same time, right, of the Fed case. And on this state level case with the same co-defendant, let me go back up. Finesse2Tymes is charged with possession of firearms by a certain person, right? However, his co-defendant is charged with aggravated assault. So I would say this. And based off the paperwork that is provided on this case, Finesse2Tymes testified against his co-defendant, Kentrell Gwen. So, in my opinion, based off the definition over here on Google, snitching means to inform Finesse2Tymes snitched on his co-defendant on the state case where his co-defendant was charged with aggravated assault. Now, did he snitch on his co-defendant on the federal gun case? No. Not from the paperwork we can see. But definitely on the state case. Now it makes sense why all the reference was to the Fed case. But why did you not have somebody read your paperwork to say, yo, don't send no heat over there. It's buried. Leave it alone. Right? Now, I'm going to even go one. I'm going to even show y'all something else. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get to it. All right. I'm going to show something. Now, first, before I leave off this page, let me just show y'all something. KOL, what to do? Now, again, it tells you what they're moving the defendant for. Let me see what this one say. Ah, shoot, I had the other page. I knew it. Oh. This website is so stupid. Like, if you leave too many other tabs up, I think I got to refresh. Yeah, I got to refresh. Hold on, y'all. Because it's not going to let me do it. Well, so while I refresh that screen real quick, let me leave this on here for y'all real quick. Refresh. Here we go. I knew they was coming out. Big Stepper, Mr. Oh, Melly is guilty because we think so. Is saying, hold up, what did he say when he testified on his co-defendant? Yeah, I mean, let me ask y'all a question. Does it matter though? Does it matter? Or do it matter? Real question. Because, I mean, again, is the statement readily available on here? Nah, because trust me, I would have put it. However, is it another reason why you would be a witness to testify against a co-defendant on your case to just say the grass is green on the other side type thing? Oh, I mean, what in particular will be looking for? But trust me, the request has been submitted for sure. All right, witness meeting. Let's see here. Because I want to point out something for Big Stepper and those who may be thinking along the line of what Big Stepper thinking. Have y'all seen a witness meeting for the co-defendant? I want to keep that in mind. I made sure I pull again. I don't know who the co-defendant is. I don't know if he's a rapper or something. But anyway, I pulled his to show the difference. We don't see a writ of habeas corpus testification or whatever it's called, how you say it, for Kentrell Gwen. We only see it for Finesse2Tymes. Now, shout out to Big Stepper because he definitely is a true team member. But let me tell y'all this. This is why people think it's okay to have a snitch conversation. You got to just call it for what it is. You testified. You was a witness on the case. I mean, does that mean anything to him? I mean, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. But, it is what it is, just based off of what the words mean, right? Now, this was another one, but this is just a regular petition for writ of habeas corpus. So, y'all learned something tonight. If you didn't know, it's different types of writ of habeas corpus. All right, let me make sure I close that one out. All right, let me see what's next. We about to get into the time of it in just a minute. All right, so this here is no image, but the co-defendant for Finesse2Tymes counts 2 through 10, no pros, and firearm enhancement, no pros. Plea of guilty accepted, negotiated plea 5 years and ADC 603 days jail credit. It seems like the co-defendant didn't say nothing other than Finesse put a hit on him. Now, again, I don't know who the co-defendant is. So I really didn't like look into all his per se paperwork on that Fed case or whatever. But you got to remember, Big Stepper, the comment that you're referring to is on the Fed case. This ain't the Fed case we're looking at. We're looking at a whole state case. You got to keep up. See, don't let the confusion of anybody referring to the Fed case or the state case. You got to remember, it's multiple different cases all about the same situation though. So again, on a federal case, it does not. He has no cooperation agreements, none of that we can see publicly, right? However, that paper that he highlighted, and just for purpose of our conversation, I will put it back up on the screen again. This paper that he felt was supposed to prove that he never told on the soul, guess what? That's for that case. And that's true. He didn't provide corroboration on that case. However, did he show us a paper where it said he was a witness to the state case on his co-defendant though? Big Stepper? That's my question. Was it? Oh no. Huh? Alright, hold on, it's loading. It's loading. You quiet, Big Stepper. Alright, let's keep going here. Alright. Who is this for? Bam. So, this is for Ricky Hampton. It says here, report and plea. Change the plea states, moves to amend to D felony, stipulates to habitual status. 5 years in ADC consecutive to federal case, and it gives the case number. 255 days jail credit. Let me know when I can ask my question so you don't be hollering at me tonight and don't matter he took the stand and told it. Go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead and ask your question, Arthur. While I bring up the next part and then we're going to be done. Let me switch my screen. I already know Arthur about to be on some BS, okay? Go ahead, KG. KG said, I'm listening, have a question. If he was corroborating, why would they need to file the writ to make him speak? Good question. So, hold on, let me go back to that website. So, how I would answer that is, for one, the writ, right, of habeas corpus is provided when the person is in custody. So, I mean, that's the only way I can answer that, is that if he wasn't in jail at the time, because remember, he was already in federal custody. So if he wasn't in jail at the time, it wouldn't be a writ. It would be more so, I'm not sure, would it be a subpoena or like something like that. But they had to produce him. So let me ask you this, KG. Is that question because your next thing is going to be he didn't say anything? He just went because he had to go? Let me know. Let me find the next page that I'm looking for. Oh, matter of fact, I can drop the link. For those who want to come up. And then we got one more piece left. But I do want to get y'all feedback. What y'all thinking? It would be no paperwork if, You said it would be no paperwork if he's cooperating. What you mean wouldn't be no paperwork if he's cooperating? KG, what you mean about it? What? It's always paperwork if you cooperate. What you talking about? The question is if the paperwork is sealed or not, but it's always on. It's always paperwork if you cooperating. Now, I don't want you to get confused with a proffer. That's normally a sealed document, but it's even going to be a trail of that when you know what to look for. All right, let me click on this one. So KG said only a statement. It wouldn't be no wigs. All right, hold on. Let me see my What time is it? She might be up. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. While I'm sending her a message, let me think of the case. Let me think of the case. Who? What cases? What cases? What cases? God damn. Who had it? Damn it. What case was it? I'm gonna go with this for right now. I'm gonna say you're incorrect on that. Because who was it? Oh Lord, who had it? Hold on, give me a second to think. Who had it? Case was it? Put a pin in it. Trust me, I'll have the proper rebuttal for that with some receipts on that. But I'm gonna say that's definitely incorrect. I'm trying to think of the actual case that I first learned what that is and that attribute. Let me just go to a YouTube real quick. I know she probably sleep. I was really texting my lawyer to see if she could hit me up, but it might be too late for her. So KG said they would have a written or recorded statement. No need for that if you're of your own free will. Was he a hostile witness? So this is the thing. You're a hostile witness is at trial. So they didn't go to trial. They both end up pleading out. Next, you said they would have a written or recorded statement. In the transcripts for the federal case, it was already verified that he did take an interview and spoke with police, 2 different sets of police to be exact. What was your next part? Then he says no need. So let me ask you this, KG. Do you understand if you are testifying or if you are going to a court, they have to provide a wit. You can't just go up to the door and say, yo, I'm going to court. Like a wit is for them to bring you. I mean, the definition is they're summoning you. They're commanding the jail to bring you. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the point that you're saying wouldn't be a wit. A wit is just that. It's them being forced to bring you to the jail. Like you're incarcerated. Arthur, why you asking me that? No. A subpoena, right, means you will walk your like you got served and you go into it. You can't just subpoena a inmate and just suspect because you subpoena them they're gonna be there. A wit. Let me look at the screen y'all looking at real quick. A writ of habeas corpus orders the custodian of an individual in custody to produce the individual before the court to make an inquiry concerning his or her detention, to appear for prosecution, and that's the add the P word, or to appear to testify. Okay. Then it says state courts may issue such writs to prisoner custodians to produce federal prisoners. So again, a subpoena and matter of fact, they got a subpoena right here. Let's get into the definition of it. All right. A subpoena commands the appearance of an individual and or the production of a specified item before the court of insurance. So again, if you're an inmate, meaning you're in jail, you cannot move around on your own. A subpoena does not command the jail for you to bring you to appear. A subpoena is if you were making your own decision and moving when you want to move, you get subpoena, you have to come to court. A writ of habeas corpus is when they are telling the jail to bring you. So that's the difference. It's not, you can't be a regular person like us that's out and about. We wouldn't get a writ of habeas corpus. We would just get a subpoena. But an inmate has to get a writ because it's more so like a subpoena to the jail to provide you, if that makes sense. That's about the easiest way I can explain the difference. A writ of habeas corpus is for the jail to provide you, because if you paid attention when I did that last document, it was a regular writ of habeas corpus for Finesse2Tymes. That was for them to produce him, right, to bring him in. Then when you add the P word, that means it's particularly to your prosecution is why you're there. When you do the T word, that means you're there to testify as a witness. Now, as far as you asking about like the context of what was provided in the testimony, I get you. But I'm still confused. So like we're literally we're on the US Marshal. I mean the definition is right here. So what I'm saying is you're saying I'm confused at I don't know. I'm confused, KG, of what you're referring to, or what's the difference in what I'm saying. What to do, Big Step? Hold on, Big Stepper. Because the thing is this, like, I don't really know how another way to explain it, KG, other than you're saying what I'm saying, right? A subpoena makes you come. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying they're making you come, right? A writ of habeas corpus, right? Which is what the paperwork said, is where they command the jail to bring the prisoner. They wouldn't be able just to subpoena, say, Finesse2Tymes to come in. He doesn't make the decisions, or he can't move on his own, so they have to command the prison to. So, I mean, it's the same thing, but it's different. He can't just get a subpoena. What's up, Big Stepper?
Okay, so he got a gun case and it was a federal case and a state case, but his co-defendant got aggravated assault. Like where? Because I was thinking it was just.
Hold on one second. No, so KG, I think you're mixing up exactly what's being said or what I'm showing. So the exact wording of the paper and why Big Stepper talks. Pay attention to what it's. Go ahead. Matter of fact, go ahead, Big Stepper. Let me pull up this paper because I'm.
Yeah. See, I was thinking, you know, what I'm saying, it's a gun case in the state. It's a federal and the state case on them guns, but the co-defendant, he got charged with aggravated assault. I didn't, you know, so I'm trying to see where they came in at, like.
Well, that was the next part, but hold on, I'm gonna back up for a minute because I want to make sure. Because look, KG about to confuse me at what I'm seeing. So hold on, let me pull up the paperwork real quick. Back again. Because like the wording is identical to what it says on the paper. Like it's not something like I just put together the wording. The paperwork called it what it was. But yeah, so they do have a what is called? They got an affidavit and assault assuming it's for the girl getting shot. Why he got hit with it, I have
Oh.
no idea. All right, where is it? Did I pass it?
So the girl got shot, or she got shot at?
She got grazed on the neck, per that report.
Mm.
All right, so pay attention right here. I'm about to pull up the document. So, I mean, this is what it says right here. Is that not what you're referring to, KG? Like, that's what it says on the paper right there. And it says witness meeting. And so you see writ of habeas corpus, AD, testificandum. And if you go to the website with the U.S. Marshals, it has writ of habeas corpus. Then it says what this word means, to testify. KG said, I think he was a hostile witness, and now I'm thinking he wasn't willingly cooperating, but I'm listening. Okay. So KG says that basically, in his opinion, he was a hostile witness. But matter of fact, let me look that up, because I've never heard nobody refer to a hostile witness outside of court, like not on the stand. So let me see. Can it be said like that? A hostile witness is a witness in a legal case who supports the opposing side or gives evidence against the party who called him. The witness may be prejudiced or openly intended to the party who called him. The party who called the witness can ask leading questions and cross-examine him. A judge can declare a witness hostile at the request of the examiner. Let me write this down for a question for my lawyer, because I don't think, in my opinion at this point, yo, shout out to Loud Pad. I like them totes. In my opinion, how can you be a hostile witness before you even get there? But I got it on my list. I'm gonna ask my lawyer tomorrow. Matter of fact, let me send her an email now. I'm gonna ask my lawyer tomorrow.
Why he didn't just plead the fifth?
You said what?
No, I was thinking that why he just didn't plead the fifth, so he wouldn't have to get on the stand or whatever. I don't.
Well, I did put the request in to see, like, if they are going to release the actual, like, I guess, transcripts of it. But
Yeah.
as far as the hostile witness, I just don't agree with that part, because that's something that has to be done in that moment, not before he comes. But I'm gonna verify, because like I said, I never heard it said in that instance. Normally, it's when you know what I'm saying. Normally, it's when they're on the stand. So I just sent a message to her. I'm gonna see what she say tomorrow, because I'm feeling more so it's not. But like I said, I'm gonna see what the legal people say on that one.
Because it seemed like the girl said that Finesse shot her or whatever.
Right.
So
The girl did. Oh yeah, that's what I was on next. The girl did say that he never was charged with it.
Yeah. So I was like, how the co-defendant get? Like, that's crazy.
I don't know, KG. I'm gonna have to put a pin in, because, like, you're saying, like, things I've never heard in that context when it comes to, like, outside of a trial. Like, this night a trial, they never made it to trial, so it's like, let me do my homework on that, because, like, off the top, I'm gonna say, nah, you out of bounds. But again, I never heard it outside the trial, so it's like odd to me seeing it being said to a I guess pre-trial type thing. So I'm gonna ask first, and then I'll come back with I'll record our conversation. We come back and talk about it tomorrow. Because right now it's kind of making my head, because I'm like,
Ain't no reason he should be testifying though. If he's not
but if
helping
we
out,
go off of what KG is saying basically they force him to come to testify.
they can't force you to do nothing.
Yeah, so
If
that
you
maybe
want
he
to
pleaded the
testify,
fifth when he got there. So basically, his stance is KG stance is he doesn't think right now based off of that Finesse2Tymes told anything. So,
shit, we trying to figure out how dude even got charged with it. If
right, see, that's why I'm like, I ain't really feeling that whole stance with it because it's like, I don't know. Because my thing is like, for one, it was weird that when you put in the like, this is my thing too. So like when you put in the case number, you put in the case number, and it's the state versus, versus the co-defendant. It's not even versus him. He's
you might need
listed
to pull up the co-defendant.
Like, this is the co-defendant.
Yeah.
Like, this is the only case when you type in the co-defendant's name. This is the only case. Who gotta wait 10 minutes? This is the only case that pops up. So, oh shoot, hold on.
Damn, so the co-defendant didn't even have no background. That's only.
Well, at least not in that county. I'm like, at least not in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see. All right. So let me share this. So all right. So when you type in Ricky Hampton, right now, of course, it's gonna be other people that's not him too. But if you type in Ricky Hampton, right, these 3 things pop up right here. Now, this may be him too, but I ain't knew what that was about. That didn't, like, that's a civil case, so I kind of didn't click on that one. But these 3 things pop up. Now, this one is the co-defendant. Now, this one here, which was filed, a month before the co-defendant, if we click on that one, no, now they all play it out. Both of them play it out. Now, I will say this. On a federal case, right? The co-defendant, I'm not really sure if the co-defendant provided an interview just like Finesse did or not. That may be different because, again, Finesse stated that the gun was the co-defendant, right? The police then say, well, y'all did something called a straw, where one person comes, buy the gun for somebody else type thing. So it get a little more technical. But again, I didn't see any per se, quote unquote, informing on anybody else to say snitching on that Fed case. However, when you get over here to the state case, this is where it gets. So this is not, I'm not saying nothing on that Fed case. However, the case in the state of Arkansas is definitely different. So hold on, let me see here real quick. All right, what is this for? Okay, so battery. Oh, all his charges got dropped for that. For the charges against the girl.
Oh, so they got dropped.
Yeah, no price. That's interesting. Let's see what this says.
So now we don't even know what the aggravated assault come from.
All right, hold on. I got to verify. Like, they don't say like people names and stuff. Okay, yeah, this don't. Hold on. Let me skip past where they say the girl name. They say her name all up and through this shit. Damn it. I'm gonna read it to y'all. I just don't want to put it because in the Fed paperwork they don't have her name. They have her initials. Hold on, is the name in here? Look, I might be able to read this one. I'm gonna show this one. See. All right, well, it's the same thing they said in the Fed paperwork, but KG said they took a plea. How the fuck can you snitch on someone who told on themselves?
Mm.
Who
What's
told on
that too?
themselves? Okay, hold on. All right, so it says on June 25th, 2017, 2:45. Oh shit, it said her name. Goddamn. But anyway, it then goes on to say Mr. Hampton directly behind me. He still had the gun pointed at my vehicle. I began to increase the speed of my car to get further away from him, but I came to an abrupt stop. Stop. When I almost hit another car, I looked back to see how close they were, and that's when I saw him begin to shoot. I quickly sped off. As I turned on Dawson Road in Forest City, I hit the rails with the left side of my car, causing damage. Also, my back window is damaged with a bullet hole that caused my window to completely shatter. I was. I would also like to note that I was grazed by the bullet on the left side of my neck. During the incident, I do not recall the number of times he shot at my vehicle. Due to the traumatic experience I endured, I am requesting restitution for any damage that was done to my vehicle. So that was the original. Let me see here. If this extension, then Melly about to get the needle. If you plead, you got to tell what you did, right? Uh, oh, damn, KG, one of those. I didn't. I wouldn't have never known. So let's just be clear on the actual definition of what a plea agreement is. A plea is an agreement between you and the government or the state, however you want to word it. It's a it's an agreement. The word plea means agreement. So a regular plea, you can just say, all right, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Because again, in federal cases, right? Federal cases, you do have to accept responsibility for what you did, for sure. State cases, they don't have that clause. So a plea could be you know what? You gonna take burglary, right? You gonna say you was there. All right, boom. We're not gonna charge you with the armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how an actual plea mean. Plea don't have nothing to do with snitching. You can take a plea, and in the body of your plea, if it says you cooperated or you got like a 5K1 or something like that, then yeah, you snitch. But just because you took a plea doesn't mean you told on yourself, and it doesn't mean you told on nobody else. You just agree to, certain situation. You said Memphis, Tennessee trying to check in tonight. Why they can't check? Hold on. They should be able to. Let me see something. Shout out to everybody to pull up. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up. I hear Memphis, Tennessee trying to get into the chat. Let's see what they talking about.
Okay, Memphis, Tennessee.
I don't know. Let me see what type of time we on tonight. Hold on. What I need to look at? All right. They should be able to tell them to try it now. So, as far as to answer your question, KG, if you take a plea, you got to tell what you did, right? No, you got to agree to the terms of the plea, basically. Now, feds again, in the feds, you have to accept responsibility. That's different. That's a part of any plea, because basically that's why they numbers are so well, because hey, if you want to plea, guess what? You gonna agree to everything we saying you did, type thing. But state cases, you don't have to do acceptance of responsibility. All right, what was I doing just now? What is this? Let me see what else over here.
So you requested for the send a whole little testimony.
If they got it, that's gonna be the thing. It is.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be no time soon. I tell you that. They said
Yeah.
it's a delay, so it's not gonna be no time. So I'm pretty sure we'll be moved on to like probably 10 other entertainers. We
Yeah,
probably wouldn't care about this at that point. But
because you said
yeah,
they dropped the shooting of the girl, right? You know, so you said they dropped that charge, right? That
yeah, for
case.
finesse, yeah, for finesse, for sure.
Yeah. So we
All
don't
right,
even know
so
what
boom.
situation.
So pay attention again. You see the writ of habeas again. The P word meaning this is for his prosecution. This was on November 22nd, 2017. And it
Uh-huh.
says Judge Wilson requests defendant be brought to SFC Circuit Court on 11/27/17 from federal custody by U.S. Marshals of the Eastern District of Arkansas to the SVC Sheriff. Defendant is being housed in the West, whatever. So that right there, I mean, it says what it is. Now, as far as all that, oh, he played the fifth and all that, you know, I can't tell you all that. All I can tell you is the paperwork and his statements. They saying he was interviewing his Fed case. That case matches up to this case where they said he was a witness. So, I mean, it's kind of to each his own. Again, everybody thought process to what you take from this is totally up to you. Look, don't take my word for the meaning or the definition. This is just how I'm seeing it. You know?
So you think, yeah.
Huh?
So what did you? I mean, what did you think he testified about? Like the gun being like the gun being his co-defendant, or
Oh, he definitely. I mean, we saw that in the Fed case. He said that the
yeah.
gun was his co-defendants.
So
He
so,
also, he said that, and he also made it clear it was his gun by saying, "Yo, it's not my gun. It's not the dude gun in the back seat. It's the driver's gun." Even though the gun was behind him, and then he also said in the statement, "Yeah, I pull the blick, but I ain't shoot nobody." But the girl is saying,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So. KG said I can't jacket him off this one, Mickey. Not yet. I'm not saying. Oh, look. By all means, y'all ain't gotta put no jacket on nobody. I ain't putting one on nobody either. I'm standing on the definition of snitch. You know, to each his own though. You know what I'm saying?
So
Big
I mean,
you
but your
still
definition is like if you take a, you know, what I'm saying, like if you testify, I mean, you saying just by him testifying?
against somebody. I mean, yeah, you can't. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
like
right, yeah, yeah,
the Fed case breaks down again. See, and I get flamed up for it all the time when I be like, well, you know, because to me, I stick to what the definition is, period. You know what I'm saying? And even like all that civilian talking, all that, I'm not familiar with that in my real life. We don't say that. It's like if you in a know, then you you in the know. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Now, if you ain't in a know, that's different. But on this internet, and again, I'm talking about internet, every city, every place got their own politics. But this is why they think it's okay because we try to draw the line to make, well, okay, he testified, but what did he say at the test? Like, what did he testify to? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. And then what's so crazy is you was there with the whole Blue Da Vinci thing, right? It
Yeah,
wasn't no paperwork to say Blue Da Vinci told on anything. The only thing it was that his
no,
lawyer
it wasn't.
said, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
His lawyer said he
Yeah,
wanted to help. You know what I'm saying? And everybody called
yeah,
him a rat. But then when you got literally a paper saying you are being called as a witness, let me tell you,
right,
if you are on my witness list and you about to say this, I wouldn't give a damn what you about to say. I don't want to talk to you. Like, what you mean? Like, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, to each his own. Now, like I said, originally I was like, I looked at this Fed case before. It wasn't until, like I said yesterday, that I actually touched on it. And we're not even done yet. We have a whole nother thing. What it do, Jizzle? Um KG said, but we don't know that he testified yet. Where you from, KG?
well, no, he was a witness, and they said it. I mean,
Like,
what
this
did it
is the
say when you
thing.
read it?
This not that he was on a witness list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like when the YSL case, I mean, it's a bunch of people on the witness list. But when you are subpoenaed, you are definitely taking the stand. Now, to each his own. If you want to wait until you see what they say or whatever, cool, whatever. But at that point, you are definitely now an actual witness that's going to take the stand once you get subpoenaed. But, you know, maybe he went on a ride and just, you know, sat there. You know what I'm saying? And just said, fuck you. I mean, I don't know.
Nah, he definitely said something on his stand. He definitely got on there and said something. He,
Like,
mm,
I don't know, but. So hold on, let me go back to something.
I'm just trying to see what the co-defendant was charged. Like, what happened with the aggravated assault? Like, how he was that
He
on the
had
plane?
listen. So the co-defendant had 10 counts of aggravated assault. 9 were dropped. He went down for 1. The same. See, this is. I don't know if y'all missing it, right? When we were looking at the Fed, matter of fact, let me bring it up. When we looking at the Fed case, what it do, Prince? We're literally looking at the Fed case, right? This is how we got the state case number.
Right,
Okay, we're looking at it right here. So what's charged in this case has something to do with this incident for the Fed case. So why would you be a witness to it? And
right,
then look here. Witness stated the defendant still had his gun out. Witness saw the defendant holding a handgun once the shooting began. So I mean, all the witnesses is stating that Finesse2Tymes was doing the shooting. So where the co-defendant came now, mind you, on the Fed case, the co-defendant is charged with basically buying the gun for Finesse and giving it to somebody that wasn't supposed to have a gun. So how does that tie into being charged with aggravated assault on the state level?
right.
KG said if the co-defendant took a plea, when did he testify? What? Are you're asking like what's the date of when he pleaded and what's the date when the co-defendant actually played out? Is that the question? I'm gonna assume that's what he's asking. Hold on. And see, this be my thing. It be y'all got to do better with this great area. It's too many rebuttal questions to some of this. But you know what? Not really. Cause this is good business for me. Hey, when they ask follow-up questions, sure. It's gonna cost you though for me to go look back at it. But I mean I get it. So hold on. Let me do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, so here we go. All right, so May 18, 2018 was the witness meeting. I'm telling you right now, May 18, 2018 was the witness meeting. All right, let's see here.
Oh, the co-defendant got, you know what I'm saying? When them people got shot in the club, the co-defendant got charged with some. That's probably was an aggravated assault right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he didn't
yeah,
get charged with a gun case. That's what's crazy though. But
yeah. I know.
when did he take his plea? Um, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I mean, what happened to 1090? Like he just stopped even reporting on it. Oh no,
I'm
but he
pretty
was,
sure he's getting a cut somewhere.
I thought he was gonna like bring
Look,
everything to
he
the
probably
table
gonna
and make a
come out with a
video.
video. Look, he probably gonna come out with a video, the audio. So all right, so the plea was March 12th, 2019, if that answers your question. So Finesse2Tymes is listed as having a writ of habeas corpus to testify on the case for his co-defendant on April of 20. What was the year? I can't even remember. I done been going back and forth so much. But the plea was later on in 2019. KG, you gonna have to look that part up. I can't because I don't know. Look, so this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, let me, for those who probably like on the fence with KG, again, y'all, look, all of this is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Okay. We are on YouTube, on the internet. Do not get confused with me using public records to go look up a case as your only notion. Feel free to go look it up yourself. It does not have a statement on here where we can, get the statement to say Finesse2Tymes said he had a yellow shirt on, he jumped the fence, he met the moon, all that. I don't have that. Okay, so if you need that,
That's what you're
freedom,
trying to request.
information. Look, feel free to do an open request for Freedom of Information Act. I ain't got that. Okay, but what I can tell you is per paperwork, Finesse2Tymes is listed as being the person on the writ of habeas corpus to testify on this case of his co-defendant. Look, because I was supposed to be on a whole nother document. KG has got me going back and forth. Well, what time? Did he say it was 2:00? Or did he not say a time? Because that means he probably ain't tell. They forced him to come on the plane. Big step, but KG remind me of you when we was on the BMF case. For real, look, and gave me a headache. All right, let's get into this. Let's finish up because I had none. Waste 30 minutes going finding on this damn wild goose chase. All right, let's see here. The court should also consider the defendant's history. The defendant has 2 convictions of aggravated robbery in 2008. So we already went over that. Those cases matched the case numbers that John Gatewood had. So they are, in fact, per the federal documents, the co-defendant. So they are co-defendants. So for those who were wondering if John Gatewood is actually the co-defendant of Finesse2Tymes, that was confirmed on the federal case. We went to Shelby County. We compared it. And I believe John Gatewood was in the chat a minute ago. I think that's who Big Jizzle was. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, and another thing.
Mm-hmm.
So on the audio on Clubhouse, shout out to 100 ENT, WAC 100. And I can't even remember what room we was in, but whatever room we was in, shout out to the whole 100 side. John Gatewood said that Finesse2Tymes got released early, didn't have to do his whole bid. Because remember, he got sentenced to 8 years. John Gatewood got sentenced to 8 years. Well, according to the federal documents, that Fed case that Finesse2Tymes kept saying, it says here, the defendant was paroled in 2013. So, per Shelby County, I'm going to go and show y'all real quick. Finesse2Tymes wasn't sentenced or convicted until 2010. So that means, with that being said, that he actually only did about 3 years.
When did he get out? You say he had to get convicted until 2010.
He was paroled 2013.
So that'll be 5 years, right? From 2008.
No. Remember, I'm about to show you, but he didn't get no time until 2010.
Oh, so he was out, you know what I'm saying, that whole time from 2008.
Yeah. See, it wasn't, it was effective June 18, 2010. He was sentenced to 8 years in state penitentiary. So he only did 3 years in the state penitentiary.
Okay. When they got arrested, he must have bonded out, and then they fought it, going back and forth to court, I guess.
Remember, he was a juvenile. Now, again,
right. Oh, yeah. And
he turned 18 in June of 2010, so it could be one of these.
Okay.
But nevertheless, he wasn't convicted and sentenced to state prison until 2010, and per his federal case, he was paroled in 2013. Then it says in 2014, the defendant was arrested for domestic assault, bodily harm. So, like, he ain't look down.
That's assault, bodily harm. What, he hit a female?
Yeah, it says the fact set forth in the PSR. Remember, he said, go look at his PSR.
PI.
Oh, he said PSI? Oh.
Yeah, he said something PSI. Then you got the PSI on the docket.
Yeah, I think it's still the same thing though, but indicate the victim had bruising under her left eye and her arm consistent with being punched. Damn.
Yeah.
As it not uncommon in domestic assault cases, the case was dismissed. Damn. Then it says the defendant was arrested for aggravated robbery and felon in possession of a handgun in 2014, although those charges were also dismissed. God damn.
I got to try to dismiss.
Hey, a
Mm.
menace out here in these streets, okay? What? All right, and then he got possession of controlled substance while he was driving a stolen vehicle in 2017. All right, withdrawal of guilty plea. Okay, say on October 29, 2018, the defendant through counsel moved for a hearing on defendant's request to withdraw plea, stating defense counsel has been notified that defendant Ricky L. Hampton wishes to withdraw his plea of guilty in this case. The defendant has not yet articulated why he believes he's entitled to withdraw his guilty plea, and thus the United States is not in position to respond directly to the alleged basis for withdrawal of plea. The United States sets forth the legal standard for the court consideration. So, whatever that's about. All right. Now
So
this
the
is the
so the co-defendant still locked up? Is the co-defendant still locked up? The co-defendant.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if he's still locked up or not. Well, the one from this case, I don't know if he's still locked up or not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying from his last case.
What is this? What is this? What is this? No, that's not what I need. I'm trying to find the next transcript. Is this it? What is this? This is.
Yeah, I just think Gatewood, I think his paperwork fake because why he didn't give you the case number so you can pull it up? I don't understand that.
So listen, this is one thing. Now again, I can't stamp that paperwork. I'm waiting until it hit California. However, statements, okay, won't be available online, especially in freaking Tennessee. They get on my nerves, okay? Yeah, so even if he provided me, a case number, that's not gonna say but what I did, I don't know if you were on here. What I did was I looked up Gatewood name and I matched his case numbers against the case number that's listed on Finesse2Tymes federal paperwork. Remember his PSR that shows everything got and 2 out of 3 of the cases that Finesse2Tymes has listed on his PSR for his Fed case matches John Gatewood. So at the end of the day, they at least are co-defendants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so like statements in Tennessee, you can't see them online. It don't matter if it's
and that's really almost all states. You have to request them. They don't. Do you know how many people's statements will be out? Normally, what you have is the affidavit, which breaks down the info. But yeah, it don't be just no.
And you have to be a resident of Tennessee to see the statements or whatever. Or
yeah, you gotta be but trust me, we got that. But it's on the way.
Okay.
But I got a bombshell, but I'm gonna wait till I finish doing this. This ain't it. Press a statement. All right, nah. I need. Oh, hold on. Is this it? Ain't it? Shoot. Is this it? How many pages? All right, y'all. Make sure y'all share the live and all that good stuff. I am trying to find the other transcript real quick. Is this it? So I want to show y'all something. Dang it. Oh, please don't tell me I gotta buy it again. I don't allow me out because I want to show y'all something. I will say this, okay? Mr. Hold on, this ain't it. Not me just wasted $5. Dang it. I want before I showed y'all. Oh, yeah, here you go. I had it up there the whole time. Let me tell you. Mr. Finesse2Tymes got some issues, okay? Cause look, in his Fed paperwork, right? It says, in addition to that, as testified to by Dr. Andrews, that wasn't his only violent conduct. He admittedly shot at 10 people when he was 15. He threatened to kill other people. He was involved in violence in jail. He was suicidal and homicidal. He pistol whipped somebody. He ran over somebody with a car. He shot at his mom's boyfriend a month prior to his evaluation. And he hit his mom's boyfriend in the head with a golf club. What the fuck?
The golf club.
That's
Shot at the
wild.
nigga.
Okay.
Shot at the nigga hit with a golf club. Ran over somebody. Shot at 10 motherfuckers.
So
Like, you
I
need to be.
guess that's where everything went on that post where he was like 28 shootings or whatever. Like, and this is documented. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the 28 shooter when he was at the club and all them people got
Oh, so
injured
true.
when somebody shot at him when he was on the stage. and
And
then
that's not
like
even the case we looking at.
a couple
That's
days
just
later, that's when he got arrested with them guns in Alabama. Like a couple days after that shooting, that's when he got caught with all them guns. The
but what I'm
case you
saying
been,
is that's not even the case that we was looking at just
I
now.
know,
You get what
because
I'm
I
saying?
don't think he got charged with it. But I was thinking that
Did he have a
aggravated
code
assault, they wasn't
for
even
it?
there. No, I don't think he got charged for that because it wasn't. He was performing. So people were shooting at him, but 28 people got injured in that club. Like that was a big shooting, like a mass. Like that was all on the news in Arkansas. But if he would have got charged, he didn't get charged. He got caught with them guns after that. Like a couple days later.
Interesting.
See, I was thinking the aggravated assault must have had something to do with that, but that
It
wasn't that
kind of
case.
sounds
Like,
like all these things. I'm not gonna move the square just now, but okay, this is what I'm gonna do because we done been at this thing almost 3 hours. All right, I have a question. How many people know your social security number? Anybody?
you said, how many people know?
Yeah, your social security number.
Shit, my mom and my daddy.
KG, I agree. He definitely do need anger management. Okay. They said like he got PTSD and stuff like that. It's all in the paperwork. I mean, that wasn't my focus, but yeah, they say he got PTSD. They say he has nightmares. Like he got a whole bunch of stuff going on. So like outside of like your parents, anybody else will have your social security number?
Hell no.
Interesting. Hold on real quick. Let me see.
Cause shit, my thing is shit. If that's
All right,
his social security number, then yeah, I mean he did have a social security number in there. But
so let's
shit.
go to Jonathan Gatewood's Facebook page. All right. Let's go here. All right. Now, of course, I can't blow this up. It's so big. But if you go to the original post, and I believe it may be on his Instagram, okay? Some information is listed, including possibly maybe a social security number.
Yeah.
During my research, something stood out to me. So I have a question to those. KG, matter of fact, KG, how would one get a fake document that lists your full social security number?
Right, you can't do that.
So, of course, I'm not going to show it on my video. I don't get down like that. However, I personally can say I was able to confirm that is indeed the social security number that matches public available documents for Finesse2Tymes in another case.
Right.
So how does that happen?
Why they even put the social security number on there like that? Like, why they do it? Like, they normally, I ain't never know them do that.
Man, Texas, let me tell you, Texas terms, and you got to talk to the local government. But yeah, some of these states. So KG said a dark web. Well, I really can't argue with the dark web, but that's a lot. That's a lot for somebody to do, to just go on the dark web to find his social security number to make a document.
Make a fake, you know what I'm saying? Make everything fake.
I personally, and this is, I just don't see nobody really taking that amount of time to freaking go find somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say somebody, because there's people out there that may do it. I just don't see this.
I mean, people do make fake paperwork now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think in this situation that's what's going on. I can't stamp that paperwork yet. I'll have to wait till it get provided,
but you can request for the paperwork like through the, you know what I'm saying, the statements, right? I mean, you can, like, you know,
I mean, you can request anything. The question is if they're gonna give it to you. That's the question.
Right.
That's where we at with that. Hold on, y'all, because I wanted to show something else too. All right, so like when I type in, because I was kind of wondering, like, when did this all start taking place, right? So on May 5th, 2022 is when the original post was put on John Gotti Gatewood's Facebook page. Okay. And see, somebody even tagged him in.
That's 1090? Somebody tagged 1090?
No, tag John Gotti. John Gatewood. Hold on. Cat Ron. Hold up. Give me a second. Did I spell it right, huh? Deadwood Cat Ron. I don't see that name in here. All right, so that name is one of the names that was listed on that document too. So I was just wondering, but I don't see that for him. Oh shoot. Somebody wrote down, cause I remember when ninjas was stealing them computers out of the north side. That's a TB memory right there. On May 17th, somebody said everybody in shock that 2 federal told on you. Stick a fork in. Oh, all right. Well, on July 10th, he wrote, somebody tell Jay Prince he ain't got to block me. It's going to reach the right hands. So this is something that's not new. Like, it looked like he been.
Okay, what month was that? What month was that?
July? Hold on. Yeah, July. It was another one that I had one that, where was it? What was it? Shoot. It was something. I can't find the one, but it was a post that he made that he was basically, he commented on the post and he was like, yeah, maybe I need to go back to writing for you. And I said, oh, so you used to write for Finesse2Tymes? But like I said, this ain't something new. It's new to us. But this been going on for over a year.
It just didn't reach the right people's hands. How?
When did Finesse2Tymes get out?
We got out July, I want to say July the 4th, July the 2nd. It was July 2022. It was in July. I want to say July.
That was before he got out July 1st, 2022.
Something like, yeah.
So that means that was
Mhm.
before he was Finesse2Tymes really popping before he got out like
No, he
that.
want.
Like
I mean, he had to go straight in, and like it was getting played in the South, but he wasn't really known like that outside the South. He had a fan base in the South and like some in the Midwest, but you know, I mean, he was popping, but he wasn't popping like how he is now. You know,
I
he
think
wasn't
I just
popping like that.
I think I just confirmed something. Maybe John Gatewood is definitely right. Because I asked him like why now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what wasn't it? He said he was waiting for both of them to be free. So if you do the time chart, because John Gatewood said he didn't get parole, he had to do his whole time, right? So
Yeah, he
he
didn't
would
get
have got
out.
out in about 2018. So that's around the time that Finesse would have been dealing with this Fed case. So
Yeah,
he
that's
would have
reason.
they wouldn't have been out until July of last year at the same time.
Right. That's the
And see,
first
the
time they
post
was
I was
out.
looking for was him stating like basically he want what's owed to him. Now, when I had that conversation on Clubhouse, he was like that he lost like scholarships and stuff. So I mean, I'm not sure if that's what he was referring to, but
Yeah, yeah, but that man tall. Ain't he like 7 feet? I think.
I think he said like 6 something. But yeah, he's a nice size guy.
Nah,
He said he wearing
nah.
like
He
a
said
size
he's 7 feet.
18 in shoe.
No, he said he's 7 feet tall. He was gonna go
Oh,
he was gonna probably go to the NBA. Like, cause he was tall. You know, so when you got that type of height, shit. Cause he said what he say on the Clubhouse? He had like the top scouts looking at him and Nike counts and all that.
that's what he said for sure. So I wonder if that's what he meant by what's owed to him or whatever, because I mean he was on his neck soon as he got out, like because if Finesse2Tymes got out July 1st and on July 10th he posting that he snitched on him. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, man. I guess people didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, he was locked
Oh,
up the
he
whole
showed
time.
one of it. So it said, somebody said send it to bag. And then John Gatewood said, these folks shaky as hell. I just want what's mine. Let me get that.
What
And then
year was that?
he said, yeah. So he was saying that this was a year ago. This was back on
What's the date?
July 10th, 2022. So 9 days. What it do, GTA? 9 days after Finesse2Tymes was released. Old boy was on his neck about what he's owed.
Oh, so right when okay.
So now the time frame, because I ain't gonna lie, because I even asked him like why now? Like, and everybody likes cloud. But
Oh,
if he was on his
so
neck on like
Jay
soon as
Prince
he hit
blocked
the
him.
streets, huh?
Jay Prince blocked him. I mean, yeah. Jay Prince blocked
That's what
him.
he wrote. Look, it's on the screen. That's what he wrote.
What date is that? July the
July 10th, 2022. Nine
dang.
days after Finesse2Tymes was released.
So they knew.
Matter of fact, let me see when his first video dropped. When he got
Jay
out. Let me see.
Prince knew some stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in Memphis didn't know because if it didn't hit like that, but he was directly sending it to Jay Prince.
Well, indirectly, you know how it go. People in the city probably knew. I mean, us in the
I
internet
mean,
world probably didn't know.
some probably knew he was locked up so long, so some did probably know.
Yeah, because a few of my truth team members that that be holding it down behind the scenes said it was like something that was known already.
It couldn't have been too known like that. Just too known because dude was locked up for a while. I'm pretty sure he told people and all that. Some people knew, yeah. Word got out, but it probably wasn't just out like that. Where
Let me see something. I ain't gonna play the song. I just need a date. The date. So Finesse2Tymes song "Get Even" dropped on July 7th.
Yeah.
2022. So that
Yeah.
was
That's
before he really started like taking off like that. So he
yeah.
was like on him. Like,
Yeah.
mm.
So So he did drop it soon he got out.
So
Or
it
dropping
just
it
seems
before he got
like
out.
to me, like I said, I can't vouch for the actual paperwork itself. What I can do is say a lot of the details of that paperwork, but when I go to Cali, I'm looking forward to looking at it. But like I can say a lot of that details is definitely there. I can say, and you know what, because it's KG, I can say based off of the paperwork that Finesse2Tymes was at least called to testify. Let me put that called to testify. He made, he made it, got up there and just, sung a song. I mean, he probably
Yeah.
could have, I don't know. Let me put it, I don't know what he said. But the paperwork does say it. It does say in the transcripts of the Fed case that he definitely said his co-defendant was the owner of the gun. It's kind of up to you if you feel like that would per se be snitching, because he was the owner of the gun, like the actual owner that bought it.
Yeah.
It's really just how everybody want to look at
Yeah,
it.
that's the same thing happened in Boosie case when he said the gun was a security, you know what I'm saying, his security.
Yeah, and I done seen some people say some stuff about that. So,
Some people say that's snitching, yeah. But if it's in their name though,
but you
but
know
my
what?
thing is why even say something though? Like, let them do their job. It's in their name, they
See,
gonna
I
figure
was
that
just
shit
about to
out.
say, why wouldn't a person just say it? You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't they say it? Why are you saying it? Because that's when the
Or,
gray area come in.
or let the police do their job because they gonna figure out, even if they don't say nothing, the person who gun it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it just becomes a more so that issue, because why say it? Just let them say it.
Right. So some people gonna look at it like, okay, that's telling. Some people gonna look like it, to look at it like it's not.
Yeah, and that's why look, that's why the paperwork business is so capital right now, because you can put it out there. It's gonna always be something more needed. Like I said, does it matter what we think over here? Nah, look, we just over here on the internet world, chilling out. But to somebody, somewhere, they may just like the entertainment, and that's just
I
that.
just know one thing. Why he do all that talking? Like, it was too many statements. Even though he was telling on himself and all that, he still did. He did too much dry talking.
Yeah, he should have just left him alone, to be honest.
Telling him you a
Because
ghost
then
lord.
wasn't nobody been looking, you know what I'm saying, at his fair case. Arthur said he was gonna go to the NBA for sure. But now he did say he was like big finesse, or like finesse something, finesse king.
The
So
next
he was
king or something.
outside too now.
Man, 7 feet. Man, nigga tall as hell. I knew
How
he was
do you even
tall.
try to do a crime that big though? Like,
I
how
know
do
that what I
you
was thinking. Like, man, you 7 feet. You was 7 feet as a kid. You 18, 17, 7 feet out, man. Are you too damn tall to be doing crimes, man? He
I'm just
tripping.
saying.
When you that
Yeah.
tall, you can't be doing no. You can't be doing nothing.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What's this right here? I'm trying to
Look
see
how that
something.
one tall dude was. Cause they
Who?
said LBG Duck was tall. He used to do shit in the streets
Yeah,
and
you
spin
can
and all that.
tell he was tall.
But they
Rest
said,
of
you know what I'm saying, like they used to tell him to chill because people, he's so tall, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, he can easily be, what I'm saying, identified.
yeah, they don't be caring.
Yo,
I'm trying to. I can't even read none of this chicken scratch. I was trying to show this paper, but it's kind of like the feast of purpose of showing it because there's so much chicken scratch. I can't even tell you what it says, but I'll show y'all anyway what I was looking at. Like, how do they even know what this says? Like,
214, 19.
it says something about, I think that's affidavit, attorney something, bondsman, reach Surety
I don't know
bond
what they
required.
bun require you something. I don't know who wrote that, and I don't know what they were doing.
Okay. Shout out to Uncle Tom pulling up. But y'all, that's what I got. Like I said, I mean, the paperwork is paperwork. Now, the question now is for those, maybe y'all want to see what he said. But my overall situation with why I wanted to do this is this. I've said it in so many of these cases. It comes a point to, if you're gonna address it, then address it. You know what I'm saying? Make a statement or drop your paperwork or just leave it alone. It'll go away. Cause it's gonna always, even if somebody dropped the paperwork, it's gonna always be some people that's gonna say, guess what? He told, some people gonna say he didn't tell. But
Somebody gonna say you young.
Right. What makes it shaky is when you're doing everything but dropping the actual document. Because to be honest, Finesse2Tymes never even had to even bring up his fair case. He could have either, guess what, made that video that he made, right? And left it alone. Because he said he wasn't gonna speak on it no more because he making money, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what? Which is cool. But also, you came back again. Okay. You dropped paperwork to prove you didn't tell, right? This is okay, so this is a red flag. Somebody's accusing you of snitching, right? You go pull a document from 10 years later where it says you didn't corroborate in that case to prove you didn't corroborate 10 years ago. That's crazy. That made me think you was on the smoke screen thinking nobody was gonna catch on to it. Let me tell you something. Let me get that type of money. I wouldn't care what none of them motherfuckers say, okay?
I wouldn't even say nothing. If I knew
Me
I had some, I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't even entertain it.
at all. Especially if you get money. Like you said, like I said from the start, I said Finesse2Tymes is not gonna drop no paperwork. Now, did I think he was gonna continue to talk about it? Nah. I ain't think he's gonna do all that either. But but what you think, Big Seth? What's your conclusion? Can you make a decision right now? Matter of fact, let me change the poll in the chat.
Nah, I can't make no decision. I got to see the real paper. I mean, I don't think nobody can just if we all being honest, we waiting on him to meet up with Wack or whatever. I guess that's supposed to still happen, so he can show the paperwork and.
Well,
But even with that though, they can still say it's fake paperwork. If he go up there with a big, you know what I'm saying, a big stack of paper, they can still say it's fake though, right?
yeah. I can tell you what I say based on reading the transcript on that federal case. Finesse2Tymes definitely provided statements to the investigators.
Yeah, he definitely did that.
I mean, that's a fact. I mean, no matter how you look at it, he definitely provided multiple statements to the police.
And that was an agent. Like that agent knew it. Now he did some homework. He knew a whole lot of other stuff.
He definitely said that the gun belonged to somebody else. He definitely said that he shot at multiple. I mean, he said a lot.
Yeah.
So, Uncle Tom, Wack 100 is in Florida at the moment, and the week ain't over yet. But he in Florida on business. You should have came a few minutes earlier. Jizzle was just in the chat. Jonathan Gateway was just in the chat. You could have asked him. These Skittles good. But that's what I got right now. I'm looking
1090 Jake, you know what I'm saying? He might be working on the video. 1090 might be working on the video.
Knowing him, if it's a damn interrogation film, we probably gonna see all that shit. Y'all know I don't do interrogation videos. I do paperwork. Okay. But
and so again, he might have got paid off. I don't know.
Oh, why would you say that over here? Now you're gonna have me in smoke. Now, did y'all learn anything interesting tonight?
Because if they paid you off, Mickey, you ain't gonna say nothing either. They, you know, set the price right.
You can't pay me on. You can pay me to help. Look, you can pay me to help you soften the blow. I'll give you a chance to talk through the shit, but we hell no.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if that money right, we're playing, Mickey.
You better get me before I find it, though. Hell,
They come, you know, they come about 100,000. Mickey gonna say what? Shit, man.
Look, I can come with 100,000 to do what? To avoid looking at the titles in the online. Hell yeah. But now you can't pay me once I'm on your ass though. But shit, if you want to pay me not to pay attention that you're trending online and being a snitch, okay. Sure. But, you can pay me and stop. But to be honest, people pay me to verify they work clean, to be honest. Oh, this is what I'm working on next. I'm waiting on something now. But hold on, let me see. 03 Greedo.
Jake gotta, you know what I'm saying? He gotta do a video on this. He have to.
Yeah,
Like at some point.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Because people looking at him like, damn, you ain't even go all the way through with it. You put it out there. I mean, on a big scale.
Yeah. But let me tell you, Tennessee is just one of those places. Like, and this is the reason. This is why I tell you that I don't be in the Dolph case like that because the paperwork is so hard to get and it takes so much time. 100K, get to work on your past, present, future.
So he actually went up there, you know what I'm saying? Well, of course, Gaywood, you know what I'm saying? He got the paperwork, he requested for it and just probably went and got it.
Oh, I don't know how he got it, to be honest. I didn't even ask that question.
Yeah.
But when we get to Cali, I'll ask the question. But this is what I... Did you eat all my candy? No, if
I was Finesse, I would have just, you know what I'm saying? If I know I ain't told, I would just drop the paperwork from the get-go. I wouldn't even say nothing, just drop the, you know what I'm saying, the paperwork
like,
from
just
the
be real. Outside of everything, you really thought Finesse2Tymes was going to drop paperwork? To be honest.
If he didn't snitch, that's what I mean.
I didn't see him being, I don't see him as being the one to do something like that.
I mean, when somebody playing with your name, they talking about you snitch though. Like, you ain't even got to do no talking. Just show the paperwork. I mean, ain't that what Wack be saying?
Yeah, that was, yeah. Not you quoting Wack.
No, for real. I mean, it's real though. Like, if you ain't told. But some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people be like, I ain't finna do all that. Some people don't look at it like that.
Right. Oh,
So,
it was something I was about to pull up. Oh, yeah. I don't know what 03 Greedo got going on. But.
Oh, yeah, I ain't really look into it like that, but they say he did, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know, he wrote some statements too. No, I ain't see that.
I'm going to let this play real quick because I'm not going to play the whole time. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. It's one thing in particular. But he's next. I'm waiting on. I sent the document over, the request over. And, you know, like I said, Texas and Florida, you can get anything with a little bit of no pressure. So,
yeah.
I want to, hold on, where the part at?
Yeah, you say you can't get the dog because of the, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. Because I know you've been wanting to get that.
I know it's over the saturated. I know.
Yeah. A lot of people trying to, yeah.
That is what happened.
Okay. I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to Adam 22 and No Jumper. They need
you gotta do the most recent one too, though. Like, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna.
Hold on, let's listen to this.
And with that being said, is
like that, man, that don't make sense. Like, great, like I feel like something illegal's going on. I think if they didn't put that in there, it would have made a little more like, yeah, bitch, I'm under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would I say something illegal going on?
Right, like that's gonna get you out of it, right?
Yeah, you know what? Some bad shit going on. I'm sorry, let me out. No, nigga. fuck is going on right here? Y'all got all type of shit. Sit your black ass. Ain't nobody finna. Then they try to act like a nigga had an interview with the DEA on grave. They walked us in there with the DEA, sat us down, tried to interview us. We both asked for our attorney. And I want to call somebody if it's all right.
Do it, yeah.
But
for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, it has been a pretty wild thing. So because there's really no way to prove that what the cops wrote down was actually something that you
except the video.
And there is video that we're gonna have access to at some point. Can you point that up to the mic?
Where the mic be at when it's on speaker?
Right on the bottom, yeah.
Right here.
Hey.
Hey, Katie.
Hey.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, I'm sitting here with Adam and Justin, and we just touching up on, you know, everything that's trying to be put on my name and how you feel about it and why you feel about it. Because like Adam just said, when I called, there's no way to prove that what a police writes on the paper is true. And I told him, accept the video. Can you tell him why I'm saying that?
Well, first of all, I'll start out with that I was not the attorney on the case.
That's good.
I was a paralegal for the co-defendant
right.
who 1090 Jake tried to say was ratted on. So we were for the person that 1090 Jake tried to say was the what was the person who was ratted on, right? So when you're hired as an attorney and all of these things, that you go 100% for that client. And with that being said, is at this point in time, Justin, the co-defendant, had gone on, you know, the run, and he was arrested about 2 years later after 03 Greedo signed his plea deal. And the reason that Justin was finally, while he went on the run, was his daughter was having a heart surgery. And he didn't want to miss that heart surgery for his daughter. So he went on the run for that, which is extremely admirable. He was then he was taken by bounty hunters, and they took him into jail. And that is when he hired my father, Jesse Quackenbush. I was a paralegal for my father, Jesse Quackenbush. And at this point, 03 Greedo had already been in jail, taken a plea deal, and his case was resolved to the extent of what everybody thinks it is now. It wasn't until we took the case, and my job for being the paralegal was to look at all of the evidence. And I would make a report back to my dad. I would skim through every single ounce of the evidence, which when you deal with a defendant and a co-defendant, you have the same discovery. And anybody who doesn't know, discovery is all of the evidence. And when we were going through it, I realized that there was no police footage in this thing. And I told them, I said, okay,
I just came. Okay, so just a quick question. Do y'all think she's actually a paralegal?
No.
Just by listening to her?
Nope. They running the play.
I need all y'all to go listen to it. I actually listened to a lot of it. It's just just her in particular. I'm like, for one, so the guy that's there with OG 03, I keep calling him OG 03 Greedo, is supposed to be the co-defendant on this case. Okay. And then let me just start here. Okay. So this is her.
What is that?
That's Katie Quacken. Yo, I want y'all to really go listen to that interview, because she started talking about like black rights. Yo, go listen to that interview, okay, for sure. So here we go. Now she says she's a paralegal. This says a 26-year-old aspiring country singer has been
Oh,
charged with attempted murder after police said she shot a homeless man twice near Nashville's Music Row in August after he asked her to move her Porsche SUV because loud music and exhaust coming from it were disturbing his sleep. Okay. So, okay, we did that part. This is the top 5 facts of it. All right, hold on, we going. Quackenbush, a single mom of a 5-year-old son. Okay, the father said now her father is indeed Jesse Quackenbush, who is a lawyer that's on the case for the co-defendant in the 03 Greedo case. So that's the fact. All right, that's who's giving. She's originally from Texas and has twice been arrested there on assault charges. That's another mug shot.
That's the one that's supposed to be the paralegal?
Yeah, this her right here.
Come on, man. She a
Uh,
savage. What is she doing? Being a per what?
yeah. So she was arrested in 2013 on a assault charge in Amarillo,
Amarillo,
Texas.
Texas. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Said it was a misdemeanor domestic violence related assault charge. She was released, and it was dismissed. Of course, her lawyer is a good lawyer. I mean, her dad is a good lawyer from what I saw. Then it said the case stemmed from an incident with Quackenbush and her mother. Oh, that's her too right there.
Oh man, she's something else, man.
It said she was arrested in Potter County, the same county, right? That this case with 03 Greedo was in, right? She got charged again with a misdemeanor assault after hitting a woman with a drinking glass.
Man, she's violent.
The girlfriend.
She's very violent. She's like hitting people.
KG said she met this dude in the bullpen.
She got attempted murder.
And then it says, now this is what was interesting to me. Katie Quackenbush is a musician performing country songs under the name Katie Lane. Okay. And so her Twitter profile, which indicates explicit and new photos of her in effort to promote her outlaw country music style, has not been active since 2016. The Twitter account was taken down after her arrest. Like, ew, what is? That's not sexy at all.
What the heck?
That is not it. That's not it. But yeah, these are the photos and stuff. Yeah. So I mean, nothing here says anything about her being a paralegal. Okay. Look, I am not gonna dig up your life. Okay. Now y'all know I had to do it. I ain't gonna lie. I had to just go ahead and say, hey, let's pull her word.
She would have been better off not even saying her name.
Yeah. So let's see. Now, like I said, she did get off of the what's the thing on the case. She did get off of it. Hold on. Let me get to the. No, I don't want appellate. I want the regular court. How do I get on?
Like a lot of people be mad at 1090 for like, you know what I'm saying, exposing people and dropping their paperwork because he white. They be kind of, I be saying a lot of people talking about that. And
oh, that makes sense. KG says she's a jailhouse paralegal. She sounded like she was drunk or something. But okay, so this is my thing. So I can't even pull it up. It's fine because I gotta go in the office tomorrow, so I don't want to be up too late. So listen, this is my thing, right? And this is what gets me every time. Is okay. If you get exposed as whatever, it ain't got to be about like snitching, okay? Whatever paperwork it is.
Right,
if
whatever
it's
it is.
incorrect, right? Why not just provide your paperwork?
Right? Yeah.
It's always, oh, I don't care. Like, I ain't got to do that. Well, don't talk about it. Because this is the thing. Like we said earlier, people going to do what they want to do and say what they want to say.
Oh.
Even if you put it in their face. So if you really don't care, then why are, like adding fuel to the fire? Because like I said, I always say I don't care about who's snitching. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't snitching on me. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't care. But at the same time, I like the research or the puzzle of it. So the more you talk and the more I'm like, that don't make sense. Like what? Then boom, let's go look. Now, everybody ain't like me. Like I said, I didn't even know who 03 Greedo was. Shout
Right.
out to Hip Hop Trends and Rockstar. I went in there because I'm the queen of paperwork. So half the time they always ask, yo, did you know about the paperwork or whatever? And I'll be like, who? Like, who is that? Like,
Mhm.
no, I don't have no interest in doing it, right? But then when I do get an interest, like for example, I was listening to this interview and I'm just like, what'd you say? Like, what? What's she talking about? So now I'm interested. Now, hold on, let me pull up the thing again. One thing that stood out to me, and I'm about to look it up real quick, because he mentioned in his interview habeas corpus. So y'all know what that means. But he didn't say any other words to it. So I don't know if it's habeas corpus with the P or the T. Let me find is this it? Nope, that's not it. I literally just had this. How did I get there? And see, that's the whole thing. I be finding how to get to these freaking places, and then I forget how to get there. Oh, here we go. Clerk of court. No. Let me see. Is that gonna take me where I need to go? Yep. Search your case. All right, hold on. Let me look him up. Hey, what's his name again? Wait. Yeah, we are nosy. I know I'm nosy. And that's what makes me a good researcher, to be honest. All right, let me pull up this case. All right, so let's see. This is what it says. The charges. Convicted. Now, mind you, he got y'all see it? It's a 20 years. Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And it started in April 25th, 2018. It is not 2038. I wonder how he got out. And
So
see, this is just
2003.
like Tennessee. So like unlike Harris County, this one just don't have the paperwork on here. I don't know why. But like I said, the request has been put in.
So you say he was sentenced to 20 years and he did what, 5 or something? Got up
Now
out of there.
I will say this, okay? And this is based again. This is just based off of this, because it doesn't give you the option to get paperwork from here. But the file complaint is going to have what we need. Matter of fact, where's my phone? Somebody sent me the paperwork. I just haven't done it yet.
But now, so you starting to get a little famous though, Mickey. So your name getting out there. People starting to notice you. Huh?
I said, who, me?
Yeah. So I mean, what I'm saying is that you got to be, you got to move a little smarter than what you'll normally move. Like,
Hold
you know
on.
what I'm
What you
saying?
trying to say, bro? What you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying though, like,
I got
so, but you know what I'm saying though, like, I mean, like, you got to move different now since you known on the internet. Like, like, people don't heard your name a lot. Like, ain't no telling who I'll watch you. They see you on Clubhouse and you be whacking. Whack already known. Like, whack. A lot of people know whack.
I can't pull it up right now. I'm gonna do it later. Yeah. I know I'm getting a little, I'm alright, a little bit. Dang, who had posted the? I'll have to do this later because I was about to see what the date said. But anyway, it's gonna show the info on this. So whatever these documents is, I won't. All right, because that's the foul complaint, the foul indictment. That's gonna break down what went on. What is this? These are the subpoenas. So like, it's there. It's just we got to get it.
Man, I'm
But yeah,
telling you,
he's on probation.
if you do more 3 cases, gonna be a lot of people in here. Telling you.
Mo 3 case.
Well,
I'm not
but I'm
doing his
saying,
case. I am doing an update on the shooters. I'm not doing his case though. I'm too
yeah,
far
yeah,
behind.
yeah, yeah. The update on his shooters, yeah.
But yeah, that's actually coming. To be honest, and I'm doing okay. So for those who don't, I am doing. I wouldn't really call it a documentary. Hold on. For those who haven't seen it yet.
Was you a Mo 3 fan? Like, you know what I'm saying, before he died?
Yeah, before he died, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they jumped the nigga, then got on live and talked like they beat Mo 3. Man, come on, man. This shit lame in the bitch. They jumped on
Peace to Mo 3. But so this is okay. So yeah, Mo 3. I was a fan before he passed away. You know, King Von. I became a fan after he passed away, but Mo 3, I was a fan before he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about it, because of King Von, I've done content on. However, when it's a lot of like chatter about Mo 3 or who Mo 3 is, right? And this situation, like I said, I'm not getting into like when people like, oh, you about to run his work. To be honest, Mo 3 don't have a record like that. He has like a case or two or whatever. It's not on record though, right? So it's not like a paperwork party, but it's more so we're gonna take we're gonna take a look at the life of Mo 3. Like, is he just in his interviews he say he's a storyteller? Is there any life to the stories? You know what I'm saying? Like, just take down like a walk like that. It's not gonna be like the King, because everybody thought it was gonna be like what Trap Lord Ross did with King Von. Now it's not a documentary. It's more so of a fun fact. And I've been working on it's my biggest content I've done to date. But I am doing an update on his murder case soon, but not that's gonna be separate from the content. So
really was living like that. I'm from Dallas. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I know people who know him for real. Like,
oh, trust me, look, let me tell you, shout out to Dallas. Let me tell y'all something, okay?
Shout out to my city, man.
When I first started on YouTube, everybody thought I was from Texas. Because I came through, rest in peace to Takeoff. I came through with that wave of YouTubers. Yeah. And at the time, that was the case to be on. And then, the whole mob type thing. So like everything was just Texas. So like my foundation of like supporters are from Texas. So, over time, of course, I went to do other things that's not in Texas. But I just happened to had my meeting with my assistants, and we was going over my analytics and all that. And on one thing about YouTube, they break down everything. Okay, everything. They had they show you like your audience, like where they at, like who they are. Well, not who they are, but like where they're coming from. So I just happened to look up my states and stuff in the cities. Shout out to Texas, and I'm about to tell y'all why. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. So out of every city in the United States, okay? Every city in the United States. My top 50, and I'm pulling up, that's why I'm going a little slower talking. My top 50 cities, this is how many Texas cities it is. Fort Worth, we got San Antonio, Austin, we got Dallas, we got Houston. So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that 6?
5.
5. So 5 of the top 50 is Texas cities. So shout out to Texas, right? And I say that to say this. How many cities in my top 50 do you think from South Carolina?
Maybe 2.
0.
Yeah.
0. Shout out to the D though. You know, my hometown, Detroit, definitely on the list.
Detroit, yeah.
And then you know what? I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised a little bit. So these are my top 5 cities. New York. I was shocked that New York was my top city. Because, you know, I don't cover New York cases like that unless it's a Fed case.
Yeah.
But New York is my top. Los Angeles is my second. I ain't shocked by that. Chicago, a little bit. But, you know, I do dibble dabble. But Houston is number 4. And then Atlanta is number 5. And then Dallas is right behind. So Dallas is number 6.
Are you still gonna do the old block sloppy 5, sloppy 6, whatever it was, sloppy 5?
Yes. That's a mountain of shit. That's a mountain of shit. But yeah, I think I might start rolling that out soon because it's a mountain of paperwork, but it's definitely gonna have to be in different parts. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I got Ireland on here, Australia. Shout out to Australia because I got 1, 2, 3 different cities from Australia, if that's what they're called. Florida is another state that I got a lot of people from. I got Tampa, I got Orlando, I got Jacksonville. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to them. Cali coming through. I got a lot of Cali cities, which ain't far-fetched, you know, to see Cali on there like that. Charlotte, that's my second home, Charlotte. But yeah, I got London. Come on now, London on my top 50.
You global.
Okay.
You global. Sure.
Now my top states overall. I will say, hold on, is they on here? Yeah, South Carolina is on here. They at like the bottom, but I ain't shocked though. My top 5 cities is California, then Texas is number 2, Florida is number 3, Georgia is number 4, and New York is number 5, with North Carolina coming in at number 6. And like South Carolina is like number 30 or some shit like that.
Sure.
But yeah, shout out y'all. I just had to one time I would never look at this. And shout out to the fellas. Y'all still are my top viewers. I got 70% males, 29.8% females, and 0.2. I guess what is called non-binary. We welcome on. But yeah, y'all just had to do it. And I'm with the old school. 28% of my viewers are 35 through 44. The old people. But yeah, that was a little
So was that your first time on YouTube doing the takeoff, or you had a YouTube channel before that?
I did YouTube before that flop though.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Tom said, anybody know how Boosie got out from under that murder case he went down for? The jury found him not guilty. Like he went to trial.
Yeah.
He got found not guilty.
Well, Mike made some statements and I guess took the statements back and
but the whole trial went through though. The jury just, you know, so that's one thing. The jury let him go for sure. Yeah. That's not like they just dropped the case because of evidence. The jury found him not guilty.
Yeah, found him not guilty then. I think,
you know what? It's no way for me to figure that out, GTA. But they it's equal round. It's equal. Oh, y'all, we done been at this thing 3.5 hours. I got to get up and go to work, and I still got to get on Clubhouse. So, y'all, it's been real.
Yeah, by the way, so y'all know Gunna got a top 10 song in, you know what I'm saying, in the world. I'm saying on the top Billboard 100. And, you know, he's still doing his numbers. So that, you know what I'm saying, snitching out, you know what I'm saying, snitching and telling.
Are you surprised though? Because 600 paid.
Now, I'm not with the fan base Gunna got. He got a loyal fan base, and you know, he don't
Well,
just got
I
street fans.
at this point, I mean, people just stand. I mean, your fans gonna stay there. They may
Yeah, no.
throw rats in your check 1,000 times.
Yeah, it don't even matter at this point. You know, what I'm saying nobody. You know, like man, if you like them with somebody, and you got them signed on a deal. They not finna stop messing with him.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I tell y'all don't have to worry. Okay, y'all won't never find no snitching paperwork on Mickey Truth. Okay.
business is business, man. So
Okay.
you
Look,
know.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Y'all, what's tomorrow? I probably won't be live until the weekend. I definitely got do my weekly live probably on Saturday. Probably drop some videos in between them, but yeah. That's about it, man, y'all. That's oh, I gotta do my commercial, y'all. How y'all ain't let me do my commercials today?
All right, I'm gonna holler at you next time.
All right. Shout out to Big Stepper, man. So y'all already know my Mickey Truth After Dark podcast is coming real soon. Promo, hit booking at MickeyTruth.com. Make sure in the subject line you put short promo. Shout out to Loud Pack, okay? My merchandise supervisor, okay? He has been in the lab working hard. I got some new items. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show y'all the new items. Hold on. No, I haven't been paying attention, Arthur. Hold on, y'all. I wanted to show y'all some of the new merch. All right, I'm gonna put it on the website tonight. Let me check this. Let's see. We got the tote bags. All right, let me show y'all. All right. Man, y'all can't miss with this. Okay, make sure y'all tap in and get y'all Mickey Truth, okay? Necklace. Shout out to Loud Pack and Mrs. Loud Pack, okay? Boom. Queen of Paperwork ones available. The tote bags. Mickey Truth tote bags. And of course, the Queen of Paperwork tote bag. I definitely need me one of them, okay? And look, all of that will be available on my website. If you don't know how to get there, it's at MickeyTruth.com. MickeyTruth.com. It's double-sided. Oh, okay. It's double-sided. But yeah, make sure you go over. Like I said, I'm gonna add some new items tonight when I get off of here and get you some merchandise, okay? So my class for this week is sold out. I'm gonna update that tonight too. So the next one won't be until next Sunday, which is what the 23rd is my next class. I'll update that tonight. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in and get y'all a t-shirt for sure. What else I got? Yeah. So I haven't done any of my podcasts, but I will be doing my podcast. Okay. Matter of fact, that's probably what I'm gonna be working on the next couple of days since I'm not gonna be going live. Yeah. As soon as I find where is it? Bam. Yeah, tap in to my website, Uncle Tom. But yeah, iHeart, Apple, Amazon, Spotify, all that you can tap in and listen to me. I'm gonna drop some episodes in the next couple of days. As always, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. I'm just out here working hard. Catch me tomorrow for those on the East Coast, no, it's still, I don't know why I thought it was like 2 o'clock. But yeah, catch me tomorrow, Triple Threat Friday. It should be interesting. We got some special guests pulling up over there on Music 101, Messy Ass. But yeah, so tap in tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then for that, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here because I'm sleepy. I appreciate y'all. Okay, Loud Pet. What else I had? I'm trying to look. I'm looking at all my screens to make sure. And nothing I forgot to do. Yeah, it's nothing. 03 Greedo content will be dropping whenever I get the paperwork back. So when that come through, we there. All right. Let me find my little exit song and I'm out of here. I'm so tired. See, like, I don't get enough sleep. And they got me going to the office tomorrow. Ugh. All right, good night, y'all.
With Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.